We are streaming. Wait,
Hitler did nothing wrong.
I want to wait until Knucker's thing pops up because, boy, am I worried.
Fucking damn it!
Hitler's in the kitchen with doing. No.
No, okay, so there we go. It is running.
Good.
We are
Sorry for the fucking late start there. This is a well-oiled machine of whatever. Take it away, Bill.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another episode of Tales from My Wife's Son. In this episode, entitled Cryptocurrency. Last we left off our heroes, and I use that term incredibly generously. They had completed their quest for Stan Lester to go out into the forest and requisition some dead animal corpses and turn them into plushes for sale. They'd also brokered a deal with Mr. Lester and brokered for him to ship their drugs south to the more profitable regions of the world for drug sales. We join them now after a week of downtime, meandering around, doing research, other such stuff. So, what have the gentlemen been up to this week?
I take offence to that. I'm actually a robot, not a man.
I think this is a valid complaint.
Mud, stop speaking with fucking voices that don't exist. Fucking you idiot. Alright. Or maybe they do exist. Somebody roll perception. Right,
I'm more skeptic than man now.
Alright, Duck, get in my office.
Right.
So you're suggesting he goes into your swamp? Nice.
Yeah. Alright, Duck, how's it going?
It's good. Been making a lot of ammo, making a lot of drugs, researching the thing we found in the boat.
Have you used all the reagents we gathered?
Yeah, I've gotten them used.
So are we ready to start making some sales?
Yeah, we should be. Just need to find a dealer.
Alright, good stuff. Bill, get in here, will you?
Sure thing. How could I help?
Hey there, Bill. We've got a nice big batch of drugs. Sure, Duck can... What type of drugs are they?
I believe it's a type of opioid.
Alright, good stuff.
From that.
We're looking to sell them, but we're planning to cut it up first. Do you know anybody we could offload them onto?
Well, I know Lester will ship it pure down south to be cut on site. But, in terms of cut, you'd want to probably ship it out to probably the bandit reaches. Maybe take it east to the River Kingdoms. River Kingdoms will snap that stuff up like it's, well, like sweets at a fat kid's birthday.
Do you know anybody that we can do for that?
Well, I know one woman who helps with the merchant caravans. She could probably sneak it on her, personals.
Alright, cool.
But we're probably gonna have to do some favors for her first.
Don't forget, I also have a boat, which is a bit ruined, but if we fix it, we can also sail somewhere.
I don't want to go off to a region that we don't know to sell drugs in the street.
Yeah,
River Kingdoms.
Ritualist who's listening from the other side of the house and on the lower floor.
River Kingdom's a real rough place right now. They've had some troubles.
Somebody say troubles?
Everybody get in here. Everybody pile in. And you bring the pig.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Fucking considering who I normally run with, he's probably getting more valuable insight than fucking half of you. And so yeah, basically, looking at what we're going to do with a batch of drugs that you've probably been smelling bubbling away for the past week while you're all doing your own thing. Our good friend Bill here has informed me that there's a woman we can sell it to, but we'll probably have to do her some favours. We're not going to take your boat ritualist and go down to this place ourselves and sell it. I'm not saying that we couldn't do it, but Bill informs me it's a bit of a shithole right now. Also, we've never been there, and it's probably going to be more trouble than it's worth right now.
We could try taking it south, but we had to go past White Astrid's territory. And she's been getting real rough with the rest of the Linholm Kings lately. Plus, there's the steaming sea past there, and that's even rougher.
I'd prefer a more established.
I gently nod my head in agreement.
So yeah, I generally prefer going with somebody with a more established route. So it sounds like this woman's the way to go. Fucking any opposed to this? Nobody opposed? We all in favour of this? Okay, good to see we're all in agreement then. Bill, can you tell us what to find her?
She's usually at that bar off of east side, probably Wicked Wolf.
Okay.
Little dive bar.
Yeah,
Used to know the owner. I think they've been redoing it lately, so we'll see how it goes. I'll drop a line down there and see if we can arrange a meeting.
Right, cool. I stick one of my crystals in my new bolt action katana gun sheath. And fucking I head to the door. Let's head out.
I just realized that Layman is the Penguin of Doom. Where he plays with sporks or spoons.
Just pure randomness, my man. Haha.
Fucking what did I do?
Okay.
I suppose quickly
would you
while we
folks,
haven't left.
would you folks want the results of the research you undertook?
I was just about to say, yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Back in the office. Or not? Fuck it, just take it.
Let's talk about it on the way.
Yeah. The bullet. Well, what it is what's called a telescoped bullet, where the slug sits inside of the casing. The interior of it is seated with a paper sabot, or saber. On the paper is written a spell. Someone saboed this bullet with a scroll.
It's a fucking castor shell.
Yes.
Oh my god. It's a fucking magic bullet. Oh my god.
Oh, Christ.
With some occult investigation, you could probably find out what spell it is, but it is quite potent. The question is what weapon would fire it. Because this doesn't match the kind of firearms you were into. Even back in, good old Ireland.
Well, I know what kind of gun I'm getting at 6th level.
As for Ritualist, what were your investigations pertaining to?
My investigation was, among other things, to look at my boat, see how badly damaged it is, and assess how much it would cost to repair it. And in the basement, I was researching a ritual to see if, from my homeland, to see if I can boost like everybody's weapon for a day or two. I'll send you.
Yes, you did link me to that. As for your boat, a sailing ship, it would normally cost about 1,500 gold pieces to repair a barge such as this. However, with a little bit of know-how and some magic, you can cut that in half to 750 gold pieces. But it would require a ritual.
Do I know how to acquire this ritual and stuff like that?
Well, the easiest method would be to sail a bit east. And let me double check my geography. Roll me a knowledge geography check, please.
Does anybody has geography?
Is it just for Ritualist or any of us?
Any of you.
Cool.
Okay.
I have a knowledge of 4 in geography.
Okay.
Same.
Give me a second. Gonna plot that out. That's 4. A.
Do you want to roll one, Rich?
One moment. Let me double check. I'm getting the right location.
Seem to have the same knowledge of geography that Lemonade does. That's like a joke that people are gonna get. Sorry.
No, I'm just sitting there wondering if like, fucking Dubsky's got like a mohawk of holding.
A what?
A mohawk of holding. You know, it's like one of those bags that connects to another dimension.
Little do you know, it's like holding just a bag of protein.
It's like Chuck Norris. He has another mohawk, under his mohawk.
You never know what you find in there, boy.
Well, technically, don't you have your hair under your hair to begin with?
Yeah, you see, exactly.
You know, until you reach the scalp.
This is true. What if my beard is just another mohawk?
You see, there's an old tale about his mohawk. It's like a glory hole. You never really know what's on the other side until you check.
That's
like
fucking
about to
deviant Forrest
chocolate.
Gump. Fuck.
Forest hump.
Oh, that was well timed.
Mama always said I was a fucking degenerate. Alright, so have we figured this thing out? You know, because
If you go to the west, in the domain of one of the other Linon kings, double check the name. Sorry, the wiki's being a bit slow.
No, it's okay. You can type me later, so not to hold the.
Yeah.
Alright,
In
the slide.
Broken
And-
Bay. In Broken Bay, under the rule of Ingemund the Unruly, there was a place called Devil's Reef. If you go there and take a piece of coral, it will be the reagent in a ritual powerful enough to repair your boat and make it one of the fastest boats on the sea.
Oh, I was going to say, like, because I was about to say there, like, why are we going to, like, fucking a place that sounds horrible to get a magic conch to, like, fucking like, repair a boat?
And I'm just going to try. I have sent you the thing into the chat to try the ritual on my war razor to see if it worked. I experimented once.
Okay. Yes, I think that will work well.
Alright, good stuff. Alright, well, find out what's happening with Lehman.
Okay.
Right, depending on how much time I had, I helped out in the alchemy lab, of course, but I also went around gathering information namely on higher level crime, like we're talking like high level drug, we're talking ability crime, something like that, and I rolled a overall with inspiration a delicious 14.
Okay. Then you know of, well, a thing was held not long ago, that being a court in this region, and a divorce was filed.
No.
Apparently a regional lower-level noble, a thane, was found to have been using, well, shall we say witch's magic, Seda? Which is normally, you know, you're either a Seda user or you're not. It usually depends on what gender you are. So, in accordance with that being discovered, his wife divorced him and threw him off the land. And currently he's considered an outlaw because he was found to be cursing the neighboring countrymen.
It's fucking matriarchy, to be quite honest.
Right, do I have a name or just this sort of vague rumor?
With that role, you get a rumor.
Ah, understood.
You're not aware of who it is, you just know someone got the chop, so to speak. And currently, because of how outlaw rules work over here, you could kill, if you run into him, you could kill him with impunity.
Mm-hmm. Right. If I still have time left, I of course research my black book. What kind of role would that be?
Arcana.
Mm,
All linguistics.
Also, Bill, do you want me to roll something to see if my experiment with the ritual succeeded? Or,
Yes, please. That'd be a praise.
I have neither Arcana nor Linguistics.
What do you
Give me a
have?
second. Oh, I have History, Local, Nobility, Religion.
Let's go with religion.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I don't have religion. Sorry, my mistake. I don't have anything. A ritualist, would you mind helping me out looking at this little something that I acquired?
Yeah, sure, I
from
can help you.
Shopkeep, but
I have Arcana and religion.
keep
Roll them
this
both.
between the two of us, right?
Definitely.
Right. Good.
Oh, I have like a 10 in Arcana. Should I help or not?
If I fail, maybe.
I think this
I
is
only-
something that layman seems to kind of want to keep secret of.
I only ask a ritualist for help.
Oh, that's good.
Get cocked.
Okay, the first one gets you somewhere.
The first is a priest. I did.
The praise. Yes. Okay. You've figured out how roughly to, well, greasing the coins with a little bit of blood, you can instill weapons with a similar effect to a coin shot, where putting a bloody coin against the blade will cause the coin to sink into the metal and power the weapon. Though it does have a very visible effect that it turns the blade a kind of powdery gold.
What the fuck?
That's not unsettling.
Fucking the Jew saber. Jesus Christ.
So do I have a plus to my attacks for a day or two?
Basically, for every bloody coin you apply to it, depending on the denomination, a copper coin will do 1d4 extra damage, a silver coin will do 1d6, and it will make it count as silver. A gold coin will do 1d8 and make it count as masterwork, and a platinum coin will make it deal an extra 1d10 damage and count as masterwork, and adamantine for the purposes of damage reduction hardness.
Nice.
Can I apply protein to my fists and get extra damage?
Yeah, so basically, like if I put 10 copper coins, I will have extra 1d10, 1d4 times 10 damage.
It will apply.
Once.
It won't stack. It will apply. Basically, it will give you 10 swings.
10 swings. So it's basically 10 attacks. Or
Yeah, 10.
you mean.
But it doesn't
10
it doesn't
attack.
it doesn't get expended when you miss. It only gets expended when you hit.
Layman's a little quiet, by the way, Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit.
Oh, sorry. Right.
So I will put 10 gold coins into it during the ritual just to stack it up. So I will deduce gold from my money, and that's for me.
Jesus, this woman lives far away.
And anything else? Any other research needs to be ongoing?
The research you just covered was just about the appraise, right?
Yeah. The ritualists look into the book doesn't really yield any other results. It just seems like a mishmash of different characters and words just strewn across a page haphazardly. Looks like the ramblings of a madman. Or scribbling, rather.
Is there, or rather, do I know of any other way, a potential way, of how to decipher this? Most likely discreetly.
You could give it to me.
Yeah, fuck off.
A linguist could probably decipher this if it's a cipher of any kind. Similarly, a priest might be able to figure this out if it's something religious, or some form of arcana specialist. Be able to decipher it using magical means.
I mean, come on. I have the lowest intelligence out of the entire team. You could just
What's your
hand it to me. I could
intelligence?
be a reading savant. You never know.
What's your
Who knows?
intelligence?
That's a shame, but okay, yeah.
I
So
somehow
I
get
know
it.
so I know what I'll be looking for in the coming future. Linguist. Okie dokie. I of course keep all of this completely to myself, and I hope the ritualist does the same.
Well, all I saw was some scribbles. I have no idea what you have there.
Well, since fucking I saw layman and ritualist fucking sitting whispering to each other, I know they're up to something, but I don't give a fuck. And I march on, just shaking my head at my life and what it's become, and missing the Celtic Highlands.
Okay, we're about to enter a new map. Plonk yourselves down at the southern tip of the map. There will be a little boardwalk. Place yourself there.
Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Just here, I assume. Wait, now I've got to wait for Dubsky to like expand. Give me a second.
Wait, did Bill tell us
Expand
that?
dubs.
What did Bill say that woman's name was? I'm so crap with names.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, we gotta go back home and ask Bill what her name was. We forgot.
Do we really need her name?
Whiteface, I think, something along those lines.
Whiteface.
Her name was not Gwyla.
Look, I have a very limited memory of women, so it's actually in my programming, so it's fine.
I say we head straight for the bar.
Yeah, and ask them if we forgot the name, like all 6 of us idiots. we
I
just
was going to
we are
suggest getting
looking-
alcohol, but okay.
Yeah, we can also ask just we are looking for a woman that does business in the East. Shit like that.
That sounds really racist.
Yeah, I assumed as much.
I'm looking for a woman that does
Oh, I can feel
business
that
in
in
the
my
south, if you know what I mean. Hey.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for the woman who does business out.
I suppose we head in anyways.
Yeah, cool.
Ritual or not ritualist. Bill, expand me. Expand dubs.
Don't
Make
go
my
up to the
mo-
bar just yet. We need to walk in and then basically roll perception to see what's happening.
Oh yeah.
For the time being, I stay outside and play a little bit with my spoons.
There is a man passed out on the road next to the patio.
Yeah, might
Oh,
want
yeah,
to roll
just next.
perception out there. I mean, just in
Boom,
case.
perception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will roll perception
I
for.
should have made a macro for perception. Damn it. What's my perception?
I think we're probably sorted for perception.
Yeah, probably.
Do I should
This
do it.
bar is... There's a sign above this bar with a picture of a... Knocker is suddenly struck blind.
Oh, the tradition of the knucker rolls
He
will
did
not
not
end
pay
here.
attention to the door, and the door hit him in the face, and that's
What?
that.
Well, I was already inside. I just go in and I just fucking start drilling at the mouth.
You start
Oh,
randomly
mate.
bleeding from the eyes, mate.
I'm back in the Celtic Highlands right now.
For some reason, I feel a very, very distinct kinsmanship with Nuka at this point in time. I don't know why.
Alright.
Okay. Peering around the place, it's a fairly old, it's fairly antique-looking, old-style Norse longhouse. Essentially, it's a tavern in that old style. There's an old hearth that's currently burnt out, around which there are chairs and a table arranged, and dozens of different food spits are arrayed along that. At the bar is what appears to be someone dressed in the style of Toldor to the south, currently polishing up a glass whilst talking to someone you recognise as one of the crackheads from when you have initially breached and cleared the wasp's nest. One of the ones on the lower floors that probably escaped.
How does he react upon seeing us?
He seems to be too drunk to realise. He just seems to be kind of sobbing quietly into a very watered down whiskey.
Oh, good.
On the
Oh, sorry. Please continue.
on the east end of the bar is a gentleman clad in priest's robes with a staff at his side. He wears a heavy black plague doctor's mask with mirrored lenses. his finery kind of entails that he is some form of high priest. There is no indication as to how he's drinking through that mask.
It should be like
Right.
a little straw
Is
that goes-
anything happening outside? Anything noteworthy?
Outside's quiet. There's a few people rustling about the place, mainly just wearing travelers' cloaks and trying to keep out of the fairly chilly, windy weather. And then there's the gentleman passed out beside the patio.
Alright, cool. I head up to the
He's
bar,
face down.
park on a
By
stool.
the way, Bill, is currently winter or spring or what's the season?
It's
here?
it's early spring. It's still quite chilly.
I pull up to the bar and let's go after telling everybody fucking, just mingle, do your thing. And let's go fucking I sit down and I order a drink.
I'm gonna mingle like
I set 2 stools next to each other to accommodate my large assets.
Is this one of the crack addicts that I intimidated, or is it just
It's one of the ones on the lower floors that kind of just scampered out when you ransacked the place.
I approach the priest and ask him, is he interested in a game of cards or something?
It's
turns
time to duel.
It's time to
Perhaps another time.
Oh,
They kind
I
of
say
stump,
okay, and I go to buy a drink.
Okay, just for context.
What the fuck is that? Is that
Yeah,
when
Yeah.
you play Shovel Knight, you'll know.
be gone.
I'm gonna start a fight with this guy right now. Actually, I'm gonna walk up to him and tell him to get the fuck out. I'm gonna roll for intimidate. So that would be
Dubsky, grab Edgy.
Yeah, Dubsky, pick
No,
up AJ.
no.
Stuff him in your mohawk.
don't.
No, try it. Try the intimidate check.
I'm just gonna wait.
what-
for him to give me a second.
that's the charisma check, right? Charisma mod,
Yep.
is it? Okay.
Plus your intimidate.
$18.
How's that work? How's that work out
Not
for me?
bad.
Now hold on, before anyone else can react, I'm like that. That's an intimidate check. Oh, I'll show you an intimidate check,
God,
boy.
here we go.
Oh
What, you
yeah.
intimidate Edgy?
Oh my fucking god!
You intimidate Edgy, or the guy.
Why do you have an intimidate at 36?
He's literally twice our size. That man, if he couldn't intimidate someone, I'd be worried. Jesus.
I think you intimidate everybody in the fucking room.
The flies on the wall.
As the
Kitchen says.
room rumbles from the sheer force of machismo, you hear someone from upstairs. Honey, what's all the racket about?
Destroy all thoughts.
Okay,
That's all we say.
Edgy, something about that voice seems familiar.
Oh god, it's your mum. It's your Jewish mum.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh my.
Walking down the stairs, wearing basically a bed sheet wrapped around herself, is, well, the face kind of says it all, doesn't it?
Oh god, it's... oh, for fuck's sake.
Thoth turns to her. I'll be up in a minute.
I'm
Rolls
not
back up.
Fuck, be gone.
You're never dead.
Fourth is fucking Edgy's mum.
I'll give you a wild
is that-
fucking
is
guess
that-
whose idea this was.
Is that Edgy's? Okay, no. But my intimidate had to do something, and Punchy's intimidate. So we
Punchy's
just
did.
screamed "Be gone" thought at him. Like,
Oh god.
You need to remember, intimidate is wisdom based, as is being a cleric. Oh, Thoth.
fuck, you should. God damn it. Well, I would have rolled higher then.
Yeah, I know, but he's like. look
Wait,
at how
what?
many Fucking extra bit.
But he's fucking your mom. There is no high enough for
There
both.
is no defense against that. However, he is slightly bricking himself at
Okay, at 20.
Dubsky.
No, intimidate's charisma.
Can
But is it charisma or wisdom?
It's charisma based. It's defense against it is wisdom based.
Oh, okay.
I quickly roll a perception to see where the man keeps his whiskey.
behind the bar.
Fucking shocker.
Oh, right, well, if they're
Actually, I'm
done
gonna
that-
initiate a fight with him.
What? Can I
Edgy
can I
don't-
grapple Edgy before he does anything stupid?
You make sure
I'm rolling for initiative.
why don't you let
AJ,
Before we do that, I would like to place the passed out man against the wall and cover him up with my cloak because it's fucking chilly out there.
Bill, this is my grapple check to sling Edgy over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Can I scream at the idiots and say, just calm the fuck down, everybody? What the fuck? We just came for a drink.
While all the commotion is going on, I roll a sleight of hand to take the whiskey. Oh fuck.
As you reach the bottle of whiskey, you withdraw it, and as you turn it round to try and pour yourself a glass, you notice on the side of it is attached your tab.
I like how the second we come into this bar, just everything goes to shit.
Listen, Top Hats and Champagne is the barman. He knows what he's doing.
I
He's a
turn to
alcoholic.
Dubsky and I say, "You're paying for that yourself." And alright, so I turn to Top Hats and Champagne and basically say, I go, "Hey there," because I imagine he get hit by the Intimidate as well, yeah?
He's a bit on edge.
Yeah, I go, "Hi there, sorry for all the trouble my companions are causing, including the big cunt now.
It happens.
I'm looking for, I've been brought here by our one-eyed truffle salesman, and we're looking for a woman who does business in the East, shall we say. Well, I rolled diplomacy.
Yes, please.
Okay, come on, I already rolled a 1. Don't fuck me, game. Don't you fucking dare.
Can't wait for
Oh,
this.
God.
It's gonna be good.
Come on,
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, cooked. Come on.
21,
No.
fuck you.
Okay.
No, they just get some
He
normal
kind of,
roll.
as he's cleaning the glass, he kind of silently points to the woman behind you, who's just kind of teetering on a chair on back legs, boot against the table, nursing a drink.
Strong, independent woman.
I say thanks very much, and I put down some money for the drink I was just drinking.
Okay.
I turn to Duck and point 2 fingers at my eyes, and I fucking point back at Duck, and then walk over to the woman.
Okay.
I go, "Hello there.
Can I help you?
Yes, our our head of security, a Mr. Bill, has informed me that you do shipments of certain substances to the east. We are looking to sell."
I guard the caravans going east to the River Kingdoms. We can certainly do business. As she smiles, there's a scar up the left side of her cheek, and it parts slightly, extending her smile up
question.
to about halfway up her cheek.
Does Dubsky still have me grappled?
Edgy.
Please don't.
You want to know how I got these drugs?
Nice.
I'll tell you for free, it looks like she was stabbed in the cheek with a spear.
Oh, good.
This is like, it probably doesn't portray it very well in the icon, but this woman is fairly large, like not punchy, obviously.
Is she
But-
thick?
She's a muscle girl. Oh shit.
Oh god, fucking, is she rolling to seduce ritualist?
No, not yet. I'm just checking. Can I roll perception to see how thick she is?
Yes.
This is a special type of
Okay,
autism.
great. Is this ritualist bullshit stat? It's a fucking muscle girl check stat.
What's
With
the
just
roll
perception.
to get out of a grapple? It's combat bonus, right?
I suck
Yes.
at perception so much.
Or
Okay, I'm
escape
gonna roll
artist.
that.
It's very clear by how she carries herself that she is, if not a soldier, then at least a mercenary.
Fuck you, Dubsky.
Wait, so
It's versus Dubsky CMD.
Yeah, go on.
my CMD is 22. Yeah, all right. So basically, what we're picturing right now is I've got him draped over my shoulders, like a sack of potatoes. He is like flailing and screaming, "Begone, thought!" And then he tries ever so difficultly to escape my grasp. So he's flapping around like a fresh fish caught from the river.
I fucking I look behind me over at the ruckus and I gesture to Dubsky to fucking take fucking Edgy outside.
Come on, boy. You're feeling just a little bit too much of that protein.
As they are walking outside, I would like to walk inside. And
Save me, Layman.
no, fuck off. I drop 2 gold coins in front of the barman, and I politely ask him if there's a way to look after the passed out guy outside, because I am not skilled enough in any way to handle that situation.
Oh, certainly. I'll have someone bring him in.
Thank you.
I would do this on the map, on however he is baked into the map texture.
Good guy, Layman.
I autistically walk outside, and as I'm walking outside, I glance over to the girl just to check if she's a trap.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
She is not a trap.
Ugh.
However, she is easily as strong as most of the male soldiers kicking around here.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if Thought is a faggot.
That says more about you. If that is the case, that says more about your mum than anything else.
Oh, no.
Jesus!
I would rather have a trap mom than Thought being not faggot.
But traps aren't gay, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Layman's law.
Yeah, no,
All
trap.
right,
no, here's why
enough-
traps are gay.
Enough
Here's why
fanning.
traps are too feminine. That's why they're gay.
Oh, shut up. Alright, no, fucking enough fannying about. So, and with that out of the way, I turn back to the lady and I say, so, where were we?
I believe we were talking about a job.
Sending goods to the east. What would we require for you to ship some things for us and sell them there?
Do you want to come over here and not talk for fucking halfway across the room about our drug deal?
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys want to buy some drugs?
Oh, that's silly,
Fucking
silly. Right.
idiot.
No, fuck off.
Are you sure?
Doc, can you stay at the bar? I don't want to fucking crowd round this woman. It's a bit sketchy.
All right.
Because of the implication.
Yeah.
Because of him, fuck.
Tell you what. I'll smuggle whatever you want to smuggle. I've got enough carry-on luggage to get anything you wish across the borders. But in return, I'm going to need something done.
Chill. Name it.
We are listening.
My ergi of a husband has made off with a good deal of my funds. I don't want the funds back. All I want is his head.
Bill, you are giving me an erection with that voice.
I ask her how much of a trouble your husband is. Ex-husband or what?
He fancies himself a sorcerer.
This is sounding very familiar.
I say so. Does the count that takes care of beggars? But how good of sorcerer he is?
Paltry at best. However, he was something of a would-be necromancer. It was that is how we found out about his little midnight errands to the graveyard.
Is he at the local graveyard now, or a graveyard?
He's in the old cairns to the southeast.
Consider him a dead man.
Does he have any assistants with him, or is he?
He shacked
Does
up
he
with
works alone?
He shacked up with a few with the local banditry, including that whore mistress of his. Elf girl.
Ooh, I hate
You might have
hookers and
seen her.
whores, boy.
You might have seen her kicking around. You were some of the people going out into the woods the other day, were you not?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's
Indeed, we
bad.
were.
You may have run
Does
into
she
her
have a-
then.
Are you interested solely in your husband or in her as well?
Preferably as many of them as you can muster. But just my husband, well, ex-husband, if you have to settle. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a free smuggling tour for each head. One for his and one for hers. But I
We are
expect
very interested.
But I expect to see a suitable look of horror on their faces when I get them.
Well,
I
just a
smile.
wretched-
I smile and say it can definitely be arranged.
well, as you can tell by our large friend that you just saw, we can do scary. Don't worry. Right, team, let's pimp out.
Before we go, I turn to the drug dealer next to me and say, "Remember me?"
Turns to you. Oi! I remember you lot. You lots kicked me out of the old den.
Well,
Got any crack?
Donnie,
Money?
Can I roll bluff to try to convince Dubsky that Thought is a giant in disguise?
I don't think
Okay,
he's big enough.
Thoth is 4'2".
Yeah, but like,
But it comes up to about his navel baby legs. That's about it.
no, he's a man. But
Who's
like,
getting
how about
fucked by a
how about
midget?
magic?
Basically,
By a pygmy.
I basically turn to the man and reply, "Oh, I'm having tons of crack with these lads, bye," and I head out the door.
Seriously, though, have you got any drugs?
Just run.
You'll never.
Alright, cool. Do we get away okay after that? Or
Yeah,
what?
as you're leaving, you see Champagne Top Hat just kind of pat the guy on the shoulder. It's okay. I'm sure another dealer will show up eventually. As the man cries into his drink.
We should like always carry some drugs, just for charity and shit like that. I gently whisper to the party and say,
Oh, look, it's Timmy, the poor orphan. Let's give him some drugs.
And to be honest, little Timmy was Gamulek had pretty done with some morphine.
Right, as we're leaving, I remove the coat from the guy and dress up again.
Okay.
Ambience. Speaking of which, what's our ambient music?
Hmm?
Didn't we have music?
Oh,
Here, I can get some.
1 moment.
no idea.
Yeah, I can get some.
Don't
you worry.
The Discord article.
Yeah, Edgy, don't. I will just say that fucking let Dubsky threw you into the fucking sun.
Try some of that.
I will literally have him throw you into the air,
Here's
and
a better
I will
link.
fucking
Christ,
blade
Edgy.
beam you out the sky.
I mean, I can basically like shot put him and then do a trap shoot from there. Because I have
Some would say trap.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We need to do that as like a fucking joint team maneuver. Dubsky throws them into the air and we all fucking launch ranged attacks at them in the sky.
Okay.
Can I launch you and have you do it in midair?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Right,
do you
I
want-
suppose we head off then.
Now let's just get to this fucking crypt. Oh my god.
How far is the crypt? Is it like within a day travel?
It's
or we
about-
need some.
You wouldn't really need supplies. Basically it's a family plot from a now extinct family line. It's about an hour or so travel by foot.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go straight there. We're heading to the dankest
I think we
dungeon.
have supplies from the forest run. Do they still count, or do we like have to buy some new ones? Just to be sure.
I assume we wouldn't need like food or anything. It's
Yeah, it's within like walking distance of town.
Fine. We get well fed before we left. Fine.
Yeah, you've still got drinks in your hands. And the amount, like, let's put it this way, the amount of hops in this beer, it could basically be a loaf of bread.
Everyone's got beer, and I've just got a glass full of minced meat.
I write
I
down
would
the
like-
barman's name on my list of enemies for ruining a drink.
I would like to roll knowledge and ability if I know anything about the family, if there's anything noteworthy about them at all.
And also, I would like to roll knowledge religion to see has there been some scary tales about that place.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I'll also roll knowledge local.
Layman, sadly, you're not
Nah, no point.
being not exactly a local. You don't really know the
Critical.
going. Most of the cairns around here are from the pre-Little Kingdoms era. However, a ritualist knows some very disquieting things about that particular crypt, and that potentially it was an old Shawanti crypt. For those not in the know, Shawanti are basically Native Americans, but not. And it's rumored to have been a desecrated burial ground.
Oh, lovely.
And
Great
you-
pet
over-
cemetery. Awesome.
Do we also know some way like to calm the spirits of a desecrated place, shit like that?
You could certainly outfit yourselves. There's a few temples nearby who could probably sort you out with some holy water at cost. And apart from that, like, you're free to go to any places on the way. Most of the general stores are open quite late.
Yeah, I recommend like we buy some holy water and I don't know. Do I know local religion? What's a customary to give to the dead spirits?
Salt.
Usually it's bread,
I
salt,
suppose,
meat,
Yeah,
and mead. Mead is traditional.
suppose,
yeah, we buy some bread and meat and some holy water on the way.
Edgy. Sorry.
I suppose if we're getting holy water, we should probably give it to me since I have the throw anything and I'm usually the guy who throws.
Also, how does out of the game question? How does the holy water work? Does you throw it at the enraged spirit, or you spray yourself, or
It can be used in a number of ways. Main way is to throw it like a flask weapon, where it does 2d4 damage to undead and outsiders.
Hey, is that bluff check enough to convince Dubsky that Thought likes giants? Even not that he is a giant.
We're gone, Edgy.
No,
no,
we're
no.
gone.
I like
Just not
fucking
bad,
during
dude.
that I fucking dunt you in the head and basically say no, and we move on. You fucking dick.
So we basically buy like 5-10 bottles of holy water and some. How
mean,
much?
how
would-
much-
and some bread and meat.
Just to be sure, I would also like to get some rope.
Okay.
Rope is always a good idea. If we're
Gold
going
piece
to-
for a 50-foot length.
No, Layman, we still need you.
No, I'm pretty sure we've got.
Fuck. Didn't see it, okay.
I think we should just fucking split up for a second here and just gather some supplies so we
Yeah,
get
everybody
shit
get
done.
fucking shit. I was pretty sure we already had rope because before we even started, I told
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
everybody
a lot of
fucking
Hold up,
get
Dubsky. You
rope.
can just like put me down, you know.
Yeah.
No.
So how much for the ritual sacrifice for bread and meat and holy water and rope? How much do
If
we?
you can beat a
The-
33.
The holy water is 25 gold pieces per bottle.
Ooh,
That's so. Let's take maybe 2 just
Okay.
in case for something big. So 50 gold and how much for the?
So the other bit you wanted, sorry? Is it rope?
For bread and meat,
Oh,
how
bread
much?
and mead. That's a copper piece for the bread and 5 silver pieces for a good bottle of mead.
Yeah, grab
So-
the supplies. I'm
I guess
splitting it
I'll,
back.
I'll pay for the holy water.
Yeah, just arrive at the place, start rolling perception when you get there.
And that feel when Edgy's was actually
And I will pay for the bread and the meat.
Incidentally, if the resident alchemist throws the water, he adds his int to the damage like he would with an alchemist flask.
Ooh.
And I'll move you over
That
to
feel when
the,
what? Dubsky, sorry.
that feel when you realize that Edgy is actually on the map. I'll give you a second to figure it out. It's pretty obvious.
Oh, true.
Right, I start awkwardly giggling to myself, and then I scream, I need more
Oh, nice.
spoons! And as I
Nice.
scream, I need more spoons, I run off into the direction of the next general store.
Okay.
And we are all off to buy shit and we collect later.
Okay.
I guess
This map might be a bit blurry for some people. Just
Yeah.
zoom in and out because it's a very high res text map, and it has some problems loading if you don't zoom in and out a couple times.
Uh,
Just throw yourself down in this region here.
Christ.
This is just what's
here
visible.
it is.
Yeah, I can tell what you mean. Or see what you mean.
Why is it dark?
No, I mean by the blurry thing.
Oh,
Is it actually dark, or is it like...
It is quite shady, but I'm assuming that you're bringing torches.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
and I have like 60 foot of dark vision.
Yeah, that's why I'm not bothered putting darkness in. This is just doors being the case, and
Right.
you'll have to start in here because there is a door in the way and it's locked.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
okay.
can I punch it?
Everyone awkwardly staring at one another.
Certainly, it's an iron door.
I'm actually just I'm a sperm cell now.
Can
Jeez.
what?
That's one thing I
What?
never wanted to see, to be honest.
skeptics, man.
What happened?
Look at his
Oh, got them. Oh, got them. Oh, nice.
As a skeptic, I can only endorse impregnation.
What is it?
Best
What are
finish
they?
right there.
Just look at Edgy.
Edgy. Look
right?
at Edgy and his little sperm tail.
Oh my god. What the fuck? What is that?
Terrible.
Just a worm.
Oh, for
What have I
fuck's
done?
sake.
Okay, so can I roll damage to see if I can just, you know...
Yes, you
Here's
may.
an idea. Can I knock on the door?
I don't think
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Wait, is this entrance to the building, to the crypt?
This is the crypt entrance. It leads down into the crypt proper.
Dubsky just blowed
Alright,
up.
cool. No, okay, I knock on the door.
Wait.
Dubsky blowed up.
Well,
There's a
Dubsky's
c-
about to do it.
Okay, here's what you hear. In silence.
No.
Flurry strike!
Okay, I'm gonna-
25
I'm gonna-
damage!
I
Wouldn't it be-
suppose
Wouldn't
I'll
it be better to
roll.
grapple it and try and rip it off its hinges?
I don't
I
think you can
think
grapple
the
a
better
door.
thing to do would be rolling disable device.
Yeah, I was about to
Already
say.
Joke's on you, I'm already disabled.
Fuck.
So I didn't break it down? Is it too sturdy?
Total of 13 damage, 12 damage. You're putting little dents in it, but it is a very steady door.
There's a 17 disable device if that helps.
You need the
Okay.
plastic explosive basically to blow the hole.
Wait, just
The latch is old and rusted, but you reckon with a bit of jimmying you could probably get it done. You'd have to get something down through the bars, and there's like a little, like a bar style lock.
Anybody tried picking the lock?
Well, I do
Yeah.
have. I do have. What is it? Oh god, it's the common thieves tools. Is that?
That's more
Wanna do it?
lock picks and such, not really like a
Uh,
Has
anything
anyone got
hook
like
you
a
can use.
like a stick?
I have a spear.
I have a
spoon.
rapier.
Something is that a little bit too big? Maybe.
You could probably slip the rapier in the gap between the door and the frame, because the frame is very ill-fitted with the door, and just raise the bar up that way.
Just Dubsky blowed up.
What are you gonna need
This
for
was
that,
this is a sealed. It's just a, I'd say, using an attack roll in place of a disable device. You will get a bonus from Duck's roll. Basically, this locking system is too heavy for the tools he has to open, but with the aid of the rapier, you'll be able to leave it open.
Right, I hand him over one of my rapiers while awkwardly giggling to myself.
It's an attack roll, isn't it? So you can just do it yourself, and you probably get higher.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
If it's an attack roll, like Bill said, I think.
Yeah.
okay, give me a second.
Oh god. That fucking picture of me.
Is this the
Oh, I
right
never lived that
roll?
one down, mate.
Oh, sorry, ignore this roll. That's not the right roll.
As he rolls the exact same formula and gets a higher roll.
No,
Yes,
it's
my dudes,
actually,
this
it's
is
actually a
illogical.
different formula. This one is right. And I get a lower result.
Just with all four.
Of course, only with one. I don't want to do something stupid.
Now, with the aid of the rapiers, I'll say just about leave it open. However, both have seen better days as a result.
Can I roll an intimidate check on the door?
Shut up. Shut
I mean, I
up.
got a 38.
Everybody in, roll
Oh, it's already
perception.
intimidating.
Boom, perception.
The doors here are slightly ajar, left open. Furthermore, the water here is flowing in brackish, almost like a grey slurry more than water.
Well, I'm good at
Do
slurry
we
now.
have some perception of this place?
Gotta love that
I think-
perception roll.
I think I rolled quite good.
Jill, can you expand Dong again?
What would I roll for the water?
Thank you.
Could I roll an alchemy to see what it is?
Yes.
Sorry, I'll just move that way.
You don't know what this is, but it's weird and it is unsettling to be by.
Can I roll knowledge arcana to see what is?
Yes.
This is?
No,
Religion will also work.
I'll roll an arcana as well, I guess. For fuck's sake.
This is okay. Okay, you got it with the 25. This is unholy water.
So
This
it's
is
better not to touch.
yeah. This is desecrated water. It is
Can I roll knowledge religion for it?
yes. It basically what it does is it harms good aligned outsiders, and it bolsters the power of undead.
Can I pour the holy water into it and see what happens?
Before anyone does anything stupid, I try to stealthily fill up a flask with that water.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Fuck, sleight of hand. Yeah, give me a second. Right.
Well, you managed to get some water out of it, but it's not exactly stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get any on you, importantly.
Yeah, that's a good start.
I
As you raise,
want to splash Layman with
Alright.
it.
I'm gonna go over there and get a flask as well.
as you raise it up to the light, you can see faces in the swirls and bracken inside it.
I
Am I able
quickly
to get
grab Layman aside and state to the group, it's alright, I told him to get some of this for the alchemy, but as I bring Layman over, I mention, you're telling me what this is about.
I'm gonna pick up some as well.
Will I roll anything for that, or?
Just in your hands.
See, Ritual's perception roll. Like, how, did he reveal how many doors there currently are in the room? Like,
Yeah,
how
so
many-
also got a good
There
perception
are-
roll of that.
There is the main doors you came through, and there is a set of double doors at the eastern side. Beyond that, you're not sure. You don't think there's any secret rooms or anything like that. It's just stairs down to the crypt layer.
I was just wondering because of that block at the top.
So who wants to go in first?
Before I do
okay.
that, one of you guys pulled me aside. Who exactly was that?
It was me.
Duck.
Duck, right. Let's move a little bit to the side then.
You notice, despite this being an abandoned crypt, there are still lights here, like dim embers of light.
I tell Duck that basically it's not easy being a Cassata, and I'm just really stealthy. I'm paranoid about people, and I'm also kind of addicted to knowledge. I just want to know things. So I mean, sure, you could see my flask, and I pull out the flask. You know, it's just a tick of mine. You know, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I'll say, I believe you for now, but if I see anything else, I'll definitely be keeping an eye out on you.
Thoth mentioned that he's the high priest of Thoth, so I'm just gonna take some of that unholy water real quick.
I'm gonna use the
Nobody
bathroom
cares what
really
AJ
quick.
does it.
BRB.
There you go. All right. I put my ear to the door here, and what's it called? Fucking, I roll another perception.
Oh god, no.
21.
Okay.
Hmm.
At the door, it's thickly carpeted in dust, but there are handprints on the handles.
I mean, no, man, like, can I hear anything through the door on the other side?
You can hear mutterings from deeper into the crypt, as well as the clatter of metal tools. And far off in the deeper reaches, you can hear something scuttling.
Worrying. Right, well, I slowly move to open the door as slow as possible, but I know it's probably going to make a ton of noise anyway. No, in fact, you know what, Layman, you get over here. You open the door. You stealth. You stealth.
You're still stealth.
Bill Cosby's got to him. Fuck.
No.
And they put the pails in the holy water, and
I
they
never
put the
said
holy
go
water
through
in
it. I
the
just
women.
said open the door. You can back off as soon as you get in. We're right next to you. I just want to open this door quietly.
I gulp kind of heavily and move
Okay.
to the door.
Laying your shoulders against the door and gently leaving it open, you get it open fairly quietly.
Okay, good stuff.
Revealing
Right.
Oh, lovely. A passageway.
hang on, there's more of it.
Oh. Hmm.
Is it time for another perception roll?
May certainly be.
Perception 6.
25.
I move to the back of the group.
Nice.
I wanted known
Once again, the
that
blind man sees further than anyone else.
Use my blind senses.
I wanted known that I am readying my musket.
The floor is paved with old flagstones, and they're as ancient as this place could possibly be. There's a strange charnel stench on the air. Not something you'd expect from an old crypt, more akin to a abattoir.
The fuck is with ritualists rolling so many 20s?
Further up the hallway, you can see the flecks
no
of
fucking
of a rusty red material, and there's that stink on the air seems a bit more coppery as you linger here.
Mm.
There are doors here,
And
here, and here. Further, there is a fairly thin wall here.
Okay, does Ritualist hear any noises coming from any of those
okay,
doors?
is this like something? This thing on the ground? I see it here and here. Is it something
Oh,
special?
those are torches on the walls. This area is lit.
Apples.
Slit fan.
Oh.
Yeah, but did Ritualist,
So-
did Ritualist hear anything and
Well,
coming
that's
from any of the
exactly
directions of these
what's
rooms
going
with that amazing roll?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, yes. Through here, you can hear
Oh, it's the totem
strange, like distant, fairly distant argument, like muffled voices off through stone walls.
Before anyone can react.
Through here, you can hear. It's just this overpowering stench, like rotted meat, and just a low chittering, and
Do we
interspersed with
sense
canine
that somebody-
growls.
Alright,
Do
well,
I
avoid
sense
death for now.
somebody is dying from here? I can sense suffering, shit like that.
There,
I
okay.
sense it in this.
There is intense suffering from inside this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back to there when we deal with the other things, because if we start
Furthermore,
there,
there is extreme and current suffering from inside this room.
I think we should head to there first.
No, Dove's
Yeah, I
decided
think
what he's doing.
we
All
should.
has
We
been
should.
fun.
If there's extreme suffering,
Everyone,
maybe we can stop it.
everyone, just stop talking and just listen to what Dubsky has rolled for.
That'd be
I
rolled
punched,
for
I
Dubsky.
punched the very this wall right here.
Okay, the dented wall is actually where Nucker is standing.
Oh, okay. I punched that instead.
Okay.
Punch on the
Oh god.
The mortar dents inwards, and you can see a massive imprint of your fist, and little pinpricks of light are poking through the old mortar and crumbling stone. That said, this is still granite, so it is still hard in the hands. That shook the room.
Can we?
You
Could I roll
idiot.
a perception to see what's through the cracks?
Yes.
Right, well, we're going to have to fucking wait to see if anything's going to come running at us now, thanks to Dubsky.
You know, I'm just trying to accelerate the story, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna accelerate something. Jesus.
My fucking blood
You're going to
pressure.
accelerate the ending.
I'm going to have to ask someone to donate to the Patreon faster so we can actually have an excuse to kill you cunts off. Because right now I can't kill you until someone does that, technically speaking. As the old saying goes, never do anything unless you get. Never do. If you're good, if you're good at something, never do it for free. And yeah.
Can we fucking? You know what? Roll perception, everybody. Can we hear anybody come in after Dubsky's autism?
Okay. No, you don't hear shit.
I know who's bumping into things, you idiots. You walk into each
Did
other.
my
Fuck
14
you.
do anything on checking the cracks, or?
Okay. You can see just inside. You see something quite grim.
Oh, lovely.
I apparently punched the wall so hard I went deaf.
There is a corpse of a hound.
Oh. No, not
Something has nailed it to the floor with a knife.
Does the dog look familiar?
Similar breed to the one you ran into last session, but not the same.
Then I'm slightly sad. But, what do we do? Should we try and get into the room, or has anything?
Oh god! Well, just a second. Like I said, no wait, shut up a second. Okay, so Dubsky just punched a wall. The room fucking shook. We rolled perception because has anybody heard us, and are they coming?
We don't know.
Well, that's why we're rolling perception to see if we can.
No, we didn't roll high
anything
enough.
else.
It's all quiet.
We rolled, but we didn't figure it out.
All right, then we wait a second. Nothing's happening.
Nothing appears to be happening.
Okay, Layman, open that door above us to the right, please, with your stealth.
I
all right.
vehemently refuse. I'm just like, dude, no way I'm getting near the door.
Fine,
Oh,
I'll
well,
roll stealth.
Okay, guys, I'm
Fuck it, no,
sorry.
I'm just opening it. I'll open this fucking door. Fuck it. Open the door. We'll do it live.
Okay. Is that fist going through the southern door?
No, that's
No, I'm
this-
going through the door of extreme suffering.
Okay.
but
As you boot open the door, this wave of stench and formaldehyde and rotten meat hits you like a wall. And
I was a knuckle at me. I'd deal with filth. Fuck it.
this, even by Knuckle of E standards, is horrendous. And in front of you stands a man hunched over an operating table, wrapping bandage and glued paper around a corpse. The right side of his face is blistered and gnarled with leprosy, and his bloody tools lay at his side.
Okay.
Oh Christ!
Bill, how much money is it to make Thought die a horrible death?
You know the rules, $50.
But he's not a player.
He's
$40, how about that?
a member of the crew. He's a member of the crew.
No, he isn't. If he becomes a member of the crew, I'm fucking shooting myself.
He's a member of the support crew. He does art for me.
AJ,
Oh, okay, fine.
AJ, focus on the campaign.
Yeah. You can pay to have people knocked off later.
So we're basically all in this thin corridor, and shit is going to
Alright.
get real.
I suppose, do we try and interact with the man?
Like, who are you?
Fuck it. Why not?
Well,
I say,
no,
hey
this
there.
man seems. I mean,
I draw my weapons.
I have my musket on Knuckle's shoulder just in case.
I pull my fists from their sheaths.
I say, hey there.
You've come a long way.
Yeah, that we have. We're looking for the nobleman that recently had a falling out with his missus and his mistress. We heard that they might be here. Could you direct us to where they are, please?
Certainly.
No
left.
roll for diplomacy.
The left, the left you
I
took past earlier. Take that route up, past the horse statue.
Thanks very much. I
There'll
close
be
the
a
door.
door on the left.
I'm going to roll for a sense motive.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh no, fuck, actually, I use Bushido. Fucking, I use my Bushido, honesty.
What does that mean?
It means I can tell if he's talking
means he's a
lies
weirdo.
or whatnot.
Do you have to roll or?
Doesn't seem to be lying.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Alright, I say thanks very much, and I close the door.
Monster Demon, do you still have that bear trap?
Yes.
Place it outside this door.
Cool, babes.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yes, now outside this door, just in case the camp wants to.
Alright, everybody back up. I'm about to open this door after fucking Mud's done with the bear trap.
Do I need to? I could just place it down, I assume.
Yeah, just mark down like a cross or something.
Coolio. I'll just make a little.
I like how we are all packed like sardines in this little
I know, it's
corridor.
I can just picture like the back of layman's and ritualist heads, or they're just like poking my biceps.
Your nipples are just rubbing against the back of their heads. Really making them feel really
Like gently in the circle.
Alright, cool. I'll open the door. I
Okay.
get on the floor. And then I walk down the song.
Oh fuck.
Perform dance!
Like he said,
Every cunt perception.
Oh,
21.
I say it was the downfall of Western civilization.
One day I'll be able to perceive things. One day.
Fuck,
But it's not this day.
Would I be able to combine that perception with stealth roll to try and peer around the corner?
Yes, you may. Stealthy.
sneaky duck.
Dun, 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 dun.
Basically, only your beard is sticking out.
No, the ginger hair makes it seem like I'm a torch on the wall.
Oh, Metal Gear launches nukes.
Ooh.
Are those dudes?
As the chamber tapers into a rather ornate bronze statue of what seems to be a unicorn or a horse, there are two strangely painted, what looks to be Kelida men. They're wearing ornate catars on their hands, and seem to be doing little more than slumping against the walls, grunting at each other in their natural tongue.
Can I roll Arcana?
I
Yes.
think you can just. I think you can loba bomb at these fucks if we decide to go in. You know, just
I'm
gently
guessing that
roll
didn't
it
do
on.
much.
Well, what are you trying to ascertain? What?
I'm just trying to see, like, would they be normally hostile?
Judging by the milky white of their eyes and the ornate tribal paintings up and down their arms and chest, these appear to be what's called Calva men. They're natives of the Isle of Calva, also known as the Cannibal Isle.
Ah.
Bill, we met your family.
My family of fishmen, get it right.
Fucking weird. Layman, you want to fucking try and go in there for a stealth to start it, or do you want to just hang back?
You see, what I'm thinking is, these people are obviously hostile, so would I be able to throw a bomb into the room from this corner?
Certainly.
Alright. Would I roll initiative or just throw it?
Dubsky, get out there.
It would combat would initiate as soon as you threw the bomb. So rolls would be made after you threw the bomb.
Dubsky, get out of there, just standing directly in front of them. Do
Right,
not move there.
So will I throw the bomb?
All right, hold on.
Yes,
There
we
we go.
go. Where would you like it to go?
See where the arrow is?
Cool.
That's great.
That'd be grand.
And
I just want to ask, well, fucking, well, whatever. Dubsky punched the wall. I'm sure we'll be fine with the sound insulation for in here.
The walls seem to be very thick in most locations.
Extra thick.
Extra thick.
I don't know. Should we close the door that we just opened to get into this corridor anyway? Just to
will I need
dilute
to
the
roll
sound?
to hit? Yeah. I'm assuming.
Yes, please. You need to hit a square. You need to roll 10. So.
Yeah, I should be.
I will stick in the back and try to provide back support, shit like that, in case somebody comes from the other rooms. And
Would I be able to say I took Bomber's Eye before that for a +1?
Yes, I'll allow it. Just this once.
All right.
Just this once.
All right. Okay. And
No,
yeah,
before
man, I
anything
see
silly
you.
happens, I fill up my second flask with the Gunji black water shit.
and
Now, whilst we're sorting out all the rolls, I'm going to take a brief biological break. Feel free to do so yourselves. We'll be back momentarily.
I do need to go get me some
Oh, wait, no.
protein, BRB.
likewise, be back in a second.
Y'all nibbles check
I'm
the basement.
I'm gonna check the chat. Fuck it, let's see.
Check.
The
Oh,
door of extreme suffering.
One guy donated $6 on or $7 on Patreon for the character thing.
Oh, cool.
But you guys should both. Everyone everywhere should just check the Patreon real quick.
oh,
Just give it a little look.
oh, god
Edge.
damn it, Edgy.
Son of a bitch, what have you done?
Just give it a little look.
Oh.
Exhale.
No.
Overview.
There's $58 on the page. You just made 2 NPC rolls.
No, I made 2
You-
NPC
you didn't
rolls
take
and I
the
killed the
you didn't-
character.
You didn't take the care package drop.
No, I put 50 more. So that's just how it's gonna be arranged. It's gonna be care package drop and
Get back.
NPC roll. Okay.
Oh, God.
If
Well, by the way,
if
we'll
thought-
get $58 a creation on the Patreon.
I
by the
wonder
way.
who gave it.
If
Yeah.
thought is important, you better make him like talk from behind
Oh
death
no!
because he's fucking dead, buddy.
Oh,
Let's have again.
He's also talking about how he's like a priest of the god of resurrection. That $50 is only yours if he doesn't come back.
Okay, who was actually posted the Patreon?
It's
Yeah,
AJ.
One guy put the Losey guy put the character did the character thing, and then I did the character plus $50 for the care drop.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Why?
So,
Can we make it a rule that nobody in the campaign can interfere?
If you don't want my money bill, that's fine.
No, it's fine. No, fucking, we'll take your money. Don't worry.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
By the way, I'll cut the $2 difference off with my thing, and I'll split up.
we'll
that
sort
$100,
out Patreon stuff after the session.
I suppose. All right, cool. Chuck that bomb.
Alright, it's been chucked, and since I
Okay.
did there, it does 8 damage to both of them.
Okie dokie. This catches both of them in the chest. Roll their saves. Failed miserably. Okay, well, one pass for half. So that is 8 damage to 1, 4 to the other. And one thing you notice, the horn embedded in the unicorn's head, this long, twisted, gnarled horn, at the very tip, it lights like a wick on a candle.
Oh. That's slightly interesting.
But the Calver men, the fire washes over their bodies in a wave and blisters skin, rending the paint off their flesh in great sloughing heaps.
Did you say blisters foreskin?
Blisters the skin off their bodies.
Shut up,
Oh,
AJ.
okay.
Fucking autist.
You can see that the hair that is shaved off, whilst their hair is half shaved, the rest of their hair turns to liquid keratin gunk, and just pours off their heads in long drips.
Oh.
They shriek angrily, each snarling into the air as they work themselves up into a frenzy.
Could I quickly roll Knowledge Arcana?
Yes.
I take it everybody roll for initiative.
Yes, indeedy. Let me bring up the initiative modifier tracker. Yep.
There's a 19 there for Knowledge Arcana.
I have the shittiest fucking rolls for initiative. I swear to God.
Did
I
you notice
rolled
my
a 3.
2.1? Did you see my 2.1, Edgy?
Oh fuck! How'd you do that?
Oh, he critically failed.
God hates me.
Because it's such a fucking big
shit,
corridor. It's a fucking big
I have my thing selected. Nice.
corridor and he cannot move.
Oh, well, you can squeeze down the corridor quite easily.
Right. Okay, so Monster Demon's up first.
Give me a second.
Quickly, what did my Knowledge Arcana tell me about them? After they were screeching.
Autistic.
They appear to be entering something of a blood rage. A magically empowered form of rage.
How lovely.
If you had to guess, you'd figure that these guys are quite heavily infected with what's called the calva fungus, also known as the Mindslaver mold. It's a mold that takes over the nervous system. It's similar to cordyceps in insects.
Is there anything? Could I roll an alchemy check on it?
Yes.
I think people need to move. I don't think we can be in the same tile.
You can't be in the same tile now.
Not for combat, actually.
Well, I was here to throw the bomb anyway, so.
Oh well, fucking sucks to be you, Duck. Fucking you had my attack opportunity, but you're in trouble now, mate.
You know that with proper treatment, you can use the spores from a calva fungus to form an implant known as fungal eyes, which allows someone to perceive, similar to how Daredevil sees, where it's just an imprint of everything around them within like a 60-foot radius.
Layman, I think you're gonna have to shift one to the left, and Dubsky, you're gonna have to move down.
I think we should move to the centre, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, just literally so that we're not all standing on each other. Yeah, look with that. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get.
I'm actually going to move. Right.
Dubsky, can you even fight?
I mean, can I?
Yeah, yes, you can fight. You can squeeze and fight quite easily.
You're just sitting, moving, crab walking and punching fucking.
Okay.
In this context, I'm literally a wall of meat.
How high is the ceiling?
It's a fairly tall ceiling, about 12 foot.
Good, so we can jump over you then, Dubsky.
Right. So just a minute. I'm gonna do my automaton. Just actually, I'm gonna. Can I move in it? Yeah, because it's a. Can I move and then do the action? Is that alright? And that all.
Yes.
That, or... Cool.
So it's not a full round.
I'm gonna place my robot down, and it has got. It's got simple weapon proficiency in the heavy crossbow.
Okay.
That I've got, and it has a quiver on it, which has 10 crossbow bolts in it. So that allows it to reload, which it will automatically do. Just want to let everyone know. And is there? Can I do like an Overwatch action? Is that
Yes, you'd ready an action to shoot.
ready in action? That's what I want to do.
I don't think it's a good idea to do an Overwatch thing, considering that there's basically like a fucking conga line of all of us.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna. That doesn't mean I just automatically shoot whoever comes out the door first. Like logically, like I can. Oh, don't worry. That's the end of my action. I've got nothing else to do.
Right, Rachel, I stood up.
Yeah, but I cannot do anything like possibly. Can I try to roll perception to see through the hole the punch made if I can expand it a bit?
Certainly, it's fairly weakened wall. It'd be fairly easy to get through with enough percussive force.
Yeah, I don't have a strength modifier or anything. I roll strength to see if I can push a little.
Okay. That's actually enough.
So what do I get to see in this room? Perception, or
You've stumbled onto what appears to have been an old campground. Someone had been tomb robbing or such here and got on the wrong side of something because they're all dead.
can I roll some knowledge to see what attacked them?
Certainly, roll heal. All knowledge nature.
Yeah, I have heal. Heal is 7 actually. I rolled. Do I manage to find out?
Okay. It appears that whatever did this, it was either humanoid or was wielding human weapons at the very least. There is an oversized farming scythe left on the floor next to a skull with red garnet eyes. The interior of the skull has been lit with a candle, which is now melting down to very little more than a stump. There are
The
older...
inside of a skull has been lit like a candle?
Inside of the skull, someone has placed a candle and has put garnets in the eyes.
Do I know what that means? Like religious or something?
Knowledge religion.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. This is often done in offerings to the to Charon, the boatman, also known as the ferryman. He's the horseman of death. The one of the overlords of the daemons.
Okay, so we basically have a cult that worships death or something.
This looks like
So
the site of a
they're-
death cult. If you had to wager this was a sacrifice.
Yeah. So can I move inside to inspect this body at this turn to
Yes.
see? We have to roll something.
Just a regular perception check. You might not want to step on the dog.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I try to avoid everything. I try to avoid everything. Just step on the side.
Okay.
Do I find anything on the body?
He's wearing a suit of chainmail. He's a bit rotten from age, but it's a fairly nice suit of chainmail, well fitted. And it appears that his sword was the one embedded in the dog, judging by the scabbard at its hip.
I pull out my crossbow and I patiently waited my next turn. This is all what I will do at the moment.
Okay.
Someone of you is typing really loudly.
That
I
might be
think that's
me,
Bill.
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
happening. Reload. Normal.
The first cavalryman will move to here. And he will lash out at Sheamus with one of his katars.
Let me know if he hits.
What is your AC?
My AC is 14.
Okay, just hits.
I hit it with a warning roll. Roll a diplomacy against these.
Okay, his DC is 16.
Cool. And boom.
Just as he's running forward with this kind of crude blade hooked onto a gauntlet, he lashes out and, seeing you in the background, seems to be taken aback by this unholy visage of a Celtic demon.
Oi, cunt! There you go. You're welcome, Duck.
Alright. So, what happens now?
Well, he's wasted his turn, so to speak. And up next is Layman.
Yeah. Under what assumption are we exactly playing here? Did Ritualist in any shape or form share what he found in the room?
Yeah, shit. I basically just walked in. I just looked at. I didn't get to share anything with anybody because I'm still trying to realize everything myself.
Okay. So I don't know anything really.
Yeah, all you saw was that Rich just went up to the wall, pushed against it, and it kind of gave way underneath his hands, and he walked through.
You can come inside and ask me as a free action what did I saw.
Yeah, but that would be. I would end my turn on the dog, which would be silly.
Yeah, so basically they tell Layman that this was a previous party which was sacrificed to a death god. So we are probably fighting some death cult. That's...
You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna.
I say to him, try not to step.
I'm gonna move after
Step into
Ritualist
the
because
door.
I'm worried about him. Perception check on the room. It's a delicious 8.
No step on dog.
Okay. Looking around the place, someone has just walked through here and butchered a party of people. Looking by the looks of things, they probably weren't up to much other than grave robbing. But they came here expecting a fight. They're armed. And they brought a dog with them.
I got a
and they
19,
came cloaked in mail.
19 perception on the room.
I'm just going to give Layman a 5-foot step to get off the dog.
It's still my turn, Edgy.
Yeah. Oh shit. Sorry. I forgot we were still in combat.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I whisper to Layman that this man probably killed the dog, the one in front of me?
Right.
They've all got a strange look in their eyes, like they're a very strange faraway look. Even the ones that have rotted have got this 1,000-yard stare.
I check out the body in the lower left square beneath me.
Okay.
And perception is a 4. Whoa, that's a crit start.
Hey.
I just like the idea that nobody knows we're fighting because Dubsky is completely blocking off all sound and visuals of what's happening in the chamber to the north.
Okay, what you notice is at the very south here is a old altar, sort of like a small shrine. It's covered in belladonna leaves.
In what leaf? Sorry, you
Belladonna.
Belladonna. Let me guess. Knowledge, local history, or nobility doesn't apply.
Local work.
Local would work, right? What the fucking great round this is.
And I was going to say, Layman's had worse rolls than me this game.
I was going to crack a joke about this being a Darkest Dungeon run, but this literally is. This is just the game shitting on you from a great height.
I know, and we're literally stuck in like a fucking single passage
Well,
corridor.
luckily it's from the great height, so it's not very precise at the moment.
Yeah, but it means it will drop with the greater force.
Yo, type in person.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
typing is really annoying.
Shit, sorry.
Did you like hacking into the main?
Why is it always edgy?
Right,
Get
so
shit
I have,
together.
With an 8, I have no
Get
idea
shit.
what belladonna is, right?
Well, you know that it's a poisonous plant,
Mhm.
and that you've been told this is probably the work of a death cult, so it might be something to do with, being a poisonous plant associated with death. But that's just what you surmise.
Okay.
There's a little lizard that's kind of crawls over the face of the stone.
Oh, a little lizard, nice. Could I move in and pick some of that plant?
Certainly.
Is this partly a charge? Because I think he's moved his distance.
Yeah, but can't you move twice? 30 feet?
Yes, you can move up twice.
Yes, I mean that's what a charge is, isn't it?
No, charge.
No, charge is a double move up to double your speed in a straight line, ending with an attack.
Ah.
Right.
Oh no, this is him using his standard action. My bad. So.
So what do I have to roll anything for picking the leaves?
No.
Oh, nice.
Pick
I'll
the leaves
pick some
rapidly.
leaves.
You wearing gloves?
Of course, I'm wearing gloves.
His art shows him with gloves, so I assumed. Anyway, will that be all, Damon?
Yes. That's all.
The second Culverman. This one is going to run up to here, jump, kick off the wall above his compatriot, and move to here.
You're
And in
so
doing-
fucked, Doug.
And in doing so, will attempt to stab at Duck's face with with the long claw-like blade fixed to his fist.
Would I have any is it attack of opportunity, or am I?
You're using a long spear, so yes, you would.
Right.
But you get one against the other one, so roll both.
Actually, you sound really quiet, Doc. I don't know why you're far away from your mic.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would I roll for that?
Roll your attack roll. Melee attack, as usual.
To hit, or is it just damage?
You should attack roll
Roll your attack.
roll.
twice because you've got 2 attacks of opportunity. Apparently, I don't think you took the last one.
Well, I hit one of them.
Yep, second one will hit. Roll your damage on that one.
Damage for a spear is
1d8.
1d8. Okay. Would I add anything to it, or
Plus your
Not that I can
strength.
think of.
plus strength modifier? Okay.
So roll strength and a half. It's a 2-hand weapon.
Strength and a half, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
So is sorry, just
What's your strength?
14.
So it'd be a 2 mod, plus half again, so 3.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
1d8 plus 3.
Oh, nice.
He's still looking worse for wear. This is the one that took the most damage last time. And your AC is 14, correct?
yes.
Okay, he will just hit you.
Lovely.
Doing... Get my d4. Four points of damage.
Wait a fucking minute. If that guy at the top could hit Duck from there, surely I can get an attack opportunity. The guy that just jumped.
Yes, you can.
All right, good. There you go. Before he fucking attacks, then I'm rolling.
Though due to the corner, he will have cover.
Will I? All right, well, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm going for it anyway. Boom. Fuck. Too bad, Duck. Sorry.
Like I said, 4 points of piercing damage as this kind of broad-bladed spear-like katar just plunges into your side. You can twist it as he follows through with a punch. He's still on fire, by the way. Just flesh still
lovely.
blistering off his face.
Oh, quickly, by the way, you know the way I rolled my bomb? I actually
Yes.
I actually forgot to update the base attack bonus, so that would have hit anyway.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool. You're up.
Okay. Would I be able to? Would I be able to pull out my musket and shoot it at the one in front of me?
You may try to, but drawing a weapon is going to provoke attacks of opportunity.
Don't range weapons in close range do attacks of opportunity anyway?
Yes.
I'll roll to hit the one in front of me. So. Lovely.
Cramp space is
Okay.
okay.
Okay, what attack would that? What will that be with? In terms of
The
attack?
spear.
You're using the boar spear.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Okay, that will miss sadly.
And I suppose I don't really have much else for this turn. So Would I be able to swap positions with Nuka? And since it's 5, they wouldn't be able to.
You may ready a 5-foot step.
All right.
Nuka.
Go 5-foot step in this shit. Right, there you go. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna. See. Shit, I don't have that. Quickly.
Oh shit! We got another patron with another $50.
Hey.
Is this you again, Edgy?
It's Foff.
It's not me.
It's Foff and Edgy's bidding war.
Yeah, except I have money and Thoth doesn't.
Okay, it was apparently Mega Saber. Thank you, Mega Saber.
Apparently.
Contact me through. I think Patreon's got a messaging service, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think you need to initiate it before they can,
No,
before they
I
can
think,
reply.
I think they
I
can.
will
Oh yes, I just looked at the comments and they're thinking of doing something bad to Edgy.
Nice.
Okay, well, I'm
I-
killing Thoth before I die, so.
I'm using my daily attack bonus for +2. I'm also doing Tidal Blade Strike, which is an extra +2.
Oh, just for the people who are donating, make sure that if this is just going to be a one-time thing on the Patreon, you cancel it after this one goes through, because it is done by creation, so it would be each week. So I don't want anyone screwing themselves over a mistake.
Or limit it, like you can limit it for once per month or shit like that.
Yeah.
So mind that.
I also pulled the trigger on my gun sheath as well when I
Okay.
do this. So, boom. 22 plus
That'll hit.
that's 26, and 15 plus an extra 2, so 17 damage to the both of them.
Okay, you just... With the calamitous clang, it fires free of its sheath and just carving a chunk off the corner of the wall as it goes, just hews through both of them. And they just spill open across the corridor like they've been unzipped. There's even like a fine red mist hanging in the air from how quickly you drew it through both of them.
I sheath my sword, and they slide. The top half of them slide off while their legs remain in place.
Oh, could I roll a craft alchemy to see if I could recover the fungus?
Yes.
I also reload my katana.
I wonder if I can do a grizzly ornament on it.
I reload my bolt action katana because it's
Well,
single
grizzly
shot.
would be accurate given the circumstances.
Yeah.
And yes, you can take grizzly ornaments from...
Would I also
Humanoids.
be able to roll a knowledge nature, or is...
God damn it. That's the fourth one that I've rolled tonight.
You just rub your face deep into the guts of them.
Oh,
No, there ain't enough protein in them, sorry, boys.
People pay to watch this, apparently.
This weird effects.
I think that because we have to return the corpses with scared face, we can just let Dubsky into the room with the guts all over his head.
okay, so...
Fucking each spoon in my mohawk has like a little dab of their guts in it.
No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Dubsky grapple them with his ridiculously overpowered grapple, and we're gonna torture them to death.
Okay. Will there be anything else you want to be doing?
Well, we've fucking cleared this shit. Everybody look at
actually,
it and stuff. I need to go.
would I be able to go into the room that Ritualist and Layman are in?
Certainly.
And I'll roll another alchemy and nature to find out the plants.
You don't have to roll. I immediately tell you as you enter the room that it's
Oh, no, but
belladonna, and I hand you a packet of leaves.
Don't smoke this.
I wish to... Would I know anything about the plants from those two rolls?
Okay, you know that they are traditionally used in ceremonies towards, death rituals. Often necromancy is a replacement for black onyx stones, and more often in sacrifices. This appears to be a small shrine of sacrifice. This whole room seems to have been rigged up in such a way that it can be used for sacrifices.
I'll quickly roll perception to see if any of the bodies have anything useful on them.
I told Tudak that this guy has a nice chainmail and that he seemed to kill his dog, and that yeah, we are definitely in the middle of a death cult.
Yes, I help Duck search the bodies.
Okay. In addition, there's a lockbox here. There is a key on this man. This man is wearing a Masterwork chain shirt. This is a large Masterwork scythe. And this man is carrying a small knife. It seems quite ornate.
I think even if we're not going to use it, we should take the Masterwork scythe and the chainmail.
I don't think
Can I
it's
have
like
the
masterwork,
knife?
is it?
Yeah.
I guess I pick up the key and open the lockbox.
I take the knife.
I'll take the chainmail.
As you pick up the knife and kind of rub it between your fingers, you realize it's actually two knives made in such a way that they fit together in one sheath. They're a pair of throwing knives. Well balanced too, they're masterwork. And furthermore, being specifically made to be throwing knives, you may throw two of them as a single attack.
Nice.
However, they only do 1d3 damage.
Oh, don't tell me this is your no.
If somebody with a cult and whatnot want to come and investigate this horse that we just lit, maybe see if it's a good idea if we put it out.
Me and Ritualist will head up there once
Yeah.
Oh,
the
wait.
lockbox is
I just want to also have a look at this statue here to see if I can do something religiously with it. Can I like?
Yeah,
soothe
fair
the
enough.
spirits?
But just like, could somebody come here as quick as possible because like this thing just got lit? It might be a timer or some shit, or it might be some occult
Yeah.
fucking scented candle. You know.
I
I
get
don't
knowledge
think I
from
found out
local.
anything about the statue.
Sorry, Layman.
I got knowledge local. Maybe that could potentially help. I'm just gonna roll and see what the GM tells me.
Okay, roll away. Do you have knowledge of religion?
Knowledge religion up. Do we do? No.
I do.
Mobility history local.
All right, edgy.
Okay.
I have.
History will tell you this one. Okay, that is not a regular horn. That is what's called a profaned horn, or a violated horn. It's a unicorn horn that has been ripped from a unicorn's head whilst it's still living. And they are infamous. They're in the same kind of category as like Hands of Glory. They're a very powerful occult item that is very rarely seen outside of Irizen.
All right, well, fucking.
I
let me-
immediately share what I just found out with the people next to me.
However, it's been lit like a candle. There is an old wives' tale that when magic is particularly strong, like you can light bones as if they were candles. It's generally seen as a method to discern where ley lines are.
Could I?
Just to be absolutely clear here, this is something that's only really done in genuinely disgustingly evil shit, right?
Yes, a profaned horn, even owning a violated horn, in most places is grounds for execution. Usually hanged, drawn, quartered. It's witchcraft. It's heavy-duty witchcraft.
Yeah, I share this knowledge with my
Okay, well, I'll lean in and I'll blow it out.
Would I be? What's
Can
inside
I hold Naka's hand and tell before he blows it out to just tell him to see is there like a repercussion for just blowing it to roll some knowledge of Arcana.
Yeah, I tell Naka not to touch it. Like even if there's none, just don't fucking.
Well, I literally just wanted to leave it there. I didn't even want to touch it. I just wanted to put the flame out. to be honest.
So do I have not something from religion or arcana to know about what to do in this situation?
Actually, Ritualist, I'm fucking I'm pulling rank here. Sorry, just come in here and deal with this thing right now. You're a occult guy. The other stuff can wait there for a few more minutes. Just get this scene too.
Okay.
Yeah, I look at this. Did I perceive anything from religion or?
Yeah, religion, arcana, either would work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, can you disarm it or whatever, and at least take it down or whatever? Because I don't like this fucking thing.
Do any of this to bring me anything?
Let's have a look. See, and I'll tell you a little bit. Okay. With the information you have, you're actually familiar with the ritual that this is used for. What it does is lighting it is used in the ritual to what's called a rite of breath stealing. If Nuka were to blow this out, it would rip the air from his lungs, and he would have to make a save or possibly suffocate.
Great. Fucking brilliant. See, this is why I wanted people in here immediately with this. This is more important.
However, its main way of used in this form as a candle, it's used as a ritual to summon what's called a nightmare. It's a inhuman demonic steed, and the ritual takes a great deal of preparation.
Has the preparation
Can I determine how far it went?
This appears to be a completed version.
Oh, damn it.
Also, do you have to blow the candle for it
blowing out the candle? It will eventually burn down by itself.
Lick your fingers and just snuff it out with your fingers, you know.
If
not,
you
not
let
actually blow.
It will burn out by itself, at which time it will summon the nightmare. If you blow it out or snuff it, it will rip the air from your lungs, and you'll have to make a save or die from suffocation.
Like you immediately die because of that, right?
No, it's slow. It's real slow.
Is there a way to treat the suffocation?
Yes, but it's basically by someone needs to make an incision into your chest wall and pump air into your lungs actively until the duration ends.
I ask if
Can you
anyone
not
of you is
just
skilled.
do mouth to mouth?
You can, but it's riskier.
I ask if anyone there is skilled to perform such a procedure.
I have a heal of 7. Can I roll to see would I know how to restore breath to a man?
Rank 7?
Plus 7, I think.
Heal 7.
Okay, I have like a heal of plus 10.
And you have the surgery skill, so you could perform
the
it.
The moment I hear that anyone's skilled in that, I immediately fucking snuff out the flames.
Make me a fortitude save.
Nightmares ain't that bad, by the way.
Just to clear it up, you can't make your rank any higher than your level, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As the breath is drawn out of my body, I whisper, "Worth it! Fuck off!"
As you feel your lungs clench, you may try to.
Fucking yeah. How do I stop him?
Be a CMB to try and interdict.
Alright, cool. So what? CMD? D20 plus CMD then, yeah. Or is it just my 16?
Be 1d20 plus your CMB.
Well, my CMD is 16 apparently, so.
You're trying to stop me, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
somebody else stop him!
I believe that is a critical for. As the breath leaves your lungs and coasts over the flame and snuffs it, you feel the rest of the air in your lungs, get pulled out as if it were moored to the first breath like a chain, and wrenches the air out of your lungs, shriveling them to the balled up
See,
fists.
since I rolled a 1, could we make it that I accidentally knocked the flame out while trying to stop him? That seems like what should happen.
No, it's too late.
Alright, fair enough.
Let's do it.
I immediately signal to the people around me, just, fuck me up.
While everyone's worried about Layman, can I open the lockbox?
Yes.
Also, because I was expecting that somebody will blow, I checked my roll for heal, the 15. Do I have some knowledge how to save whoever was going to blow?
Yes, and it's a tricky maneuver. What you need to do is you take a knife and make a very neat incision into the side of their trachea. And the idea...
I have my water razor with me, so it's
That'll do the job.
very precise.
Also, we have a guy with plus 10 heal, so that should help.
And he has the surgery skill, so he can do this on the fly.
Yeah, is that edgy?
Yeah, 15 will keep him stable, so he's not dying immediately. He can keep holding his breath. You have a number of rounds equal to Layman's Constitution score to do this.
Yep.
What's your con score?
I give Edgy my razor, and we basically like, fuck, we are doing this live.
Fuck it, let's do it live.
Roll that shit. Edgy, if you'd like to roll as well.
It's
and can I assist him as much as I can?
Yes.
my heal mod, right?
Yep, 1d20 plus your heal mod, and Ritualist if you'd roll as well. You'll be giving a plus 2.
Fuck.
Okay, currently you're at 12. Ritualist.
Go fuck yourself.
Just
Tell
as
me plus 2.
yeah, he gives you plus 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so I 14 or 12?
Just
You
as
can
about.
then give him a 30.
Okay,
just as the gauntleted hands of your armored comrade are about to slip and basically crack open some of this poor Laban's ribs, as you see his chest begin to cave inwards from the sheer suction of the air being ripped from his lungs, you quickly and with absolute precision slide your razor in just the right bit and slice outwards, and you see his chest reinflate with a
Okay,
as
also,
the curse catches in his throat but can't go any further downwards. He's bleeding a little bit, but he's stable.
I'm gonna roll for circumcision.
Fuck.
I'm going to roll to get my razor back.
No. I'm circumcising him now.
I roll
Which of Layman's dicks are you circumcising? Is it the third or the fourth one?
While this autism is going on, can I learn what's in the lockbox?
Yes. Inside the lockbox is a large green gemstone.
I'll roll a praise.
It's the size of a fist.
A fist, you say, boy?
Yes.
A human fist, I assume.
Yes.
Not a fist.
You have no fucking idea what this is, but it is nice.
I suppose I'll pocket it, and once we get back, Ritualist can appraise it.
Okay.
I walk into the room and scream, "What the fuck just happened?"
We explain to Doug what happened. Ritualist, please take the horn off the horse.
Yeah. Do I know how to dispose of it so it cannot be used again?
It's prepped. If you wanna, you can just remove it from its horse effigy.
I hold open the sack and fucking get Ritualist to just drop it in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to roll a praise on that?
Yeah, I actually want to roll a praise on that.
So, how did that circumcision work out, Bill?
Upon examining Layman, you realize that as a Kasatha, he doesn't have normal human genitalia.
Does he have like a vagina then? At all?
No,
Anything
he's
like it?
He doesn't have normal human genitalia.
It's a boy puss.
Does that mean it's a vagina then?
No. Because like,
No, what he has. What he has is a strange kind of. It looks like a second face.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna
stop.
cut off
Oh,
its
I-
nose. I'm cutting off its nose. I'm cutting off its nose.
I
Look
want
at his face. He has no nose.
I want a fear check.
Shit.
I want a fear check from Edgy.
That would be appropriate. I feel.
Edgy now.
Okay. What's that? Is that my what's the fucking
Roll
thing?
against will, I
The
assume.
When he's
That's-
engaging in
is
coitus,
it the
it's
fortitude
like-
save? The
Will
fortitude?
save.
Oh.
Which save?
Will.
And he pulls down the pants
Okay,
and
I'm
second
gonna
face.
post in the dungeon.
Do you see the art?
Oh
in the dungeon?
no!
Without the nose, I'm assuming. Okay, lips then.
That's
He
not-
pulls down Layman's pants, and the second that the face is exposed,
save?
it's like, "How's it going, you magnificent bastard?"
My name is Dr. Levin. Glad you
Without the
did.
nose.
It just looks up.
Okay, cut
Put
off.
me away.
That's
He
not-
pulls down Layman's pants, and the
Okay,
second
lips. We're gonna
Would someone
circumcise
mind
his lips.
this?
if I pass.
Okay,
Would
okay.
someone mind saving me? That would be pretty nice.
No, don't
Can-
get. This
can
is
I-
medicine. This is medicine.
What,
Y'all's don't
what
know
would I
shit.
roll to butt Edgy in the face with my spear? With
Just a
back
regular
roll.
CMB.
Yeah,
Or
Edgy,
attack roll, whichever's better.
yeah, Edgy, shut up.
Do I seriously need? Do I need to like?
That's past my armor class.
Do I need to
Nothing
grapple
happens.
everyone
Or
here?
under my armor class.
Just grapple Edgy. Just remove Edgy
What do I have
from
to
the
roll
equation.
against that? I have to roll like combat bonus, I think.
No, it's versus your CMD.
Oh, CMD.
Yeah, Punchy has to roll versus your CMD with this CMB.
This
He
would also
beats
be.
you handily.
This would be +4 also since I'm flanking. Again,
Why
yet
won't you
again,
let me have
I
any
put
fun?
Edgy over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Calm down, boy. There's enough protein for everyone.
I thank Dubsky again for his fucking continued service of fucking babysitting.
You're a credit to the team, Dubsky. You're a true hero. we
Okay,
need.
as Layman, let's get us fucking back on track. I roll herd cats. Fucking right. Is Layman okay? Has the surgery gone well?
Yes.
Okay, so I help Layman back up.
As we're standing up, or rather, just before you help me up, I cough and I say, "Bomph! What were we doing on the floor on each other?"
I let Layman go halfway through and just wipe my hand on the fucking crusty wall of death.
Pumph, pumph, kimochi. I love so
What's the sticky
stuff on me.
I'm moving to the fucking door at the
I
top
rolled
of the place. I
perception
don't
to see
care.
what I see other
I'm
than
fucking
this bunch
glad
of
I'm getting
autism.
paid now, because if I wasn't, I'd be
I
fucking
don't
gone
care.
right there.
I'm opening the door to the next area. I open the door to the next area. I don't
Okay,
give a fuck.
as you crack open the door, you find what appears to be a well-decorated children's bedroom.
Great!
Oh, not in the right
Fucking
place,
great.
then, aren't you? Jesus.
I immediately
Throw
pop
it.
my head and roll perception.
I rolled perception as well.
I do it more enthusiastically.
You don't do it more well.
This room has a floor.
It's decorated as you'd expect for, say, a nobleman's daughter or similar.
Is there a chest on the ground? Or
Is there a way for me to know what noble family this would be if I were
Yes.
to throw it? All right.
It's
15.
old. The unicorn was the insignia of an old house of nobility in Toldor. They moved north, but were sadly killed by bandits on the way.
I share the knowledge.
I laugh at the death of nobility.
Oh, fuck.
I
I
continue to
think it
shake
was a
my
little
head.
girl, you monster.
My neck is beginning to get sore from all the head shaking.
One thing you notice on the table is a trio of candles made of a pale white wax.
Rolling Arcana and Alchemy.
It's a binding ritual.
Binding.
What's the door in here, Bill?
There is a door to the south and a door to the east.
You know, I'm getting a really, really weird Full Metal Alchemist vibe right now.
Oh, fuck.
Duck, move it the way, will you?
Yep.
Thank you.
What
I
would
roll perception again, putting my ear to the door, listening into what's in the next room.
Next room seems fairly quiet.
Was the argument
no.
coming from this side, or was it the south side?
The argument seems to be coming from the southwest, whereas in south, okay, with Knuckers roll being that high, in the distance you can hear kind of a low muttered chant, never going above a whisper.
I'll open the door in front of me.
Okay. Inside, you find a well laid out table fit with a feast. To its left, you find a rack of numerous bladed instruments for everything from a scalpel up to a battle axe. To the south, you find bolts. To the south, you find bolts of fine cloth and silks, rayon, everything under the sun, satin even. Trade goods.
By the way, before I forget, I never got to say it before. The unicorn horn, the fucked up unicorn horn, I put it in a sack and I balled up the sack before I gave it to Ritualist.
Okay.
Keep it like that in your inventory.
Alright. I take one of the battle axes, and I think Ritualist, you should roll a praise for the cloths.
Oh, definitely, I will roll a praise. Like, can I roll a praise for everything?
Yes.
Does the feast provoke a protein of opportunity for me?
It's laid out with fine fruit and with everything under the sun. It does not have much in the way of meat, strangely. There are meat plates.
What are these degenerates doing? How could they live like this?
There are a number of plates meant for meat, the kind of like forged metal plates with spikes to keep the meat in place, though they sit bare.
I roll a knowledge arcana to see if anything's going on.
Real quick, before Ritualist moves away, I just stop him for a second, stretch out my hand, and I profoundly thank him for helping me out there. And if he ever needs anything,
I smile back at Layman.
Yeah, but you were the one, that kind of saved me. So
I say no problems. Next time you will save me.
Of course I will. I owe you one, and I hand him a spoon.
As you hand over the spoon, you see the wall behind Ritualist ripple.
I call back into the room. I say, everybody helps everybody, you pair of tits.
I see the wall ripple. Which one exactly?
This
one?
This one here. Going to this corner.
Throw a spoon at it.
Right, I move in front of Ritualist, weapons drawn. Or rather, if you would mind switching places real quick. And I call into the other room that something fishy is going on here.
Should I punch the wall?
Do it.
Don't he might fall through the void or something. I fucking take out my fucking my extendable pole and I poke it at the wall.
It's as you kind of tap the stave at the wall, it's like hitting something similar to like cement, but soft, like unset cement. It sinks into the matter of the wall and slowly drags itself down, resisting the movement as it goes.
It's a quicksand wall.
Wherever it goes, the stave is physically bending and yawing to the sheer amount of force required to move it about, and no matter which way you move it, the wall resists you, even if you're trying to retrieve it.
Okay, everybody roll for what this might be.
Right.
What kind of rule would this be?
Religion.
Would Arcana work?
Yes.
Rolling boats.
Nice.
Wow. Even with a -1, yeah.
Mud just randomly shouts he thinks it's a toaster.
As you see
Fucking
something
organic.
drip down from the ceiling.
Pardon?
Something just dripping down from the ceiling.
We're in
Motherfucking bootleg alien.
I'll look up.
You see a footprint on the ceiling of a kind of crusted dark red, and then another one appears in front of it, coming towards you, and another one.
Do I get an attack opportunity?
You may attempt one.
Fuck it, going for it. Anybody got a problem with that?
No.
Right, fuck it.
You're fucked anyway.
Or actually, before you attack, would I be able to roll a knowledge arcana to see what that could be?
Nobody has figured out what
Ritualist-
the walls
I
are.
don't care.
Ritualist
I'll
edgy.
fucking clang it.
You guys think you know what it is. You think it might be a haunt.
Oh, whoa, what's that?
It's when a spirit manifests in the world, not as a ghost, but as a location.
Oh.
So, can we
And
walk
music
through it?
just get made a creepy noise. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Essentially, essentially, a spirit is somehow bound. A spirit or spirits is in this room, and it is awoken. And it
It's
is
woke half
it's warping the world around it.
Can we walk through it?
Dead children in this room.
Can I try to appease the spirit very quickly
Yes.
by offering it bread and meat and chanting prayer for its not to harm us?
Did I
Just
hit it?
passing by.
My katana's magic. Did I hit
Yes.
it? I did?
No, it just saw all through thin air.
Okay.
What would I
I love
have
how
to
disappointed that sounded. Okay.
What have you got in terms of skills, Ritualist?
in terms of skills,
honestly, a religion will do it.
praise.
Uh,
I have used magical device, spellcraft, and religion.
Roll UMD and religion in that order, please.
I hope this is going to be tricky. How big are your religion? Come on, stop.
Okay. You snatch up an old platter from the other room, bring it into here, lay it down on the bed, place a small glass of mead on the platter along with some little pieces of bread and fruit and such. And using the wax from some of the candles, you drip it down to the vague shape of a holy symbol, specifically of Torag, one of the local protection gods, and chant a short prayer. What languages do you have?
My languages are just a second, Common and Tanuki. So
You can use Tanuki if you wish, but I would personally suggest Common.
yeah, I'll use Common because Tanuki is for faraway land, not for here.
Okay, and slowly you see one of the walls turns a dark reddish colour, and slowly but surely a figure appears on the wall as if the paper was blotted.
That is unsettling.
Did somebody say bloated?
It is unsettling.
Oh, you fucking cuck.
It appears to be a figure of a small child,
Ah.
but as if it's a silhouette, kind of warped and twisted with just a myriad of disembodied eyes and mouths floating in the void.
Does it look at me or anybody else, or does it focus on the food?
It kind of crawls towards the food and noisily crams the offering into the various mouths appearing on its form. Then slowly but surely crawls backwards, kind of a skittering motion like an insect, crawling back into the wall and disappears.
Nope. Fuck this. I'm out. Peace. Fuck you. By the way, was there any other doors in here?
Can I just quickly grab some of the silks and the cloth on the not the weapons because they're heavy. But just
Grab the loot
grab
when we clear the place out.
Yeah. I imagine once we clear out the place, we'd be able to come back for these.
Is this a set of double doors?
There's a set of double doors next to Duck.
Right.
Alright, well, fucking I open the door.
Would we not want to roll stealth?
I know.
I
Layman
think we
doesn't
are
like-
way past stealth.
Layman,
Whatever
do you-
was.
Yeah, we just had a big scuffle in here, so if anybody did know, like, there you go. I open the door. I get on the floor. Still no games to be as for.
If you want me to, I can open the door, but just saying.
Actually,
yeah, there's no
just
point.
remembering the whole bomb thing might.
Yeah, a bomb just went off literally about a foot away from me, So I don't think it would count much.
And perception rolling like a motherfucker.
Oh, it's our old elf friend.
Oh, I remember that one.
Motherfucking bootleg elf.
That's the one that Layman did a trap check against. The woman with the spear.
Are these the
Ooh,
two
the-
traps she knows?
This is the guy from the Darkest Dungeon, the wolf guy.
You recognise the elf. The other is just a hunter with a perched on his arm is an old falcon. In his other hand is a long bow. He's clad in furs, much like the others. But the figure closest to you is this huge, hulking, 6 foot broad at the shoulders, hunched old man clad in wolf furs and carrying an old steel tower shield. He kind of squawks out an order in orphan to his compatriots and brings his shield down with a clang into the ground, setting it against you.
Roll for
I
initiative.
would like to roll a local knowledge, local nobility or history or whatever applies. If that man is anyone locally known or any shape or form known.
Okay. Roll
So
away.
first local.
Oh,
Nice.
I can roll local as well.
Soaking mud.
Local
actually, yeah.
nobility.
It's not really worth it, but
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
1 second. That's my local.
Hey.
I feel like there's someone better than. Oh,
Okay, you know precisely who this is. He's a man named Bolverk. He's infamous around here. He's been heading the bandits in these parts for the better part of 40 years. He's also an expert in explosives.
Sounds like my type of man.
Just like in the Darkest Dungeon.
I like his combat style, okay?
We should negotiate.
Yeah, because I start up the conversation. I say, "Hello."
He looks out from behind his tower shield, looking at you as if he'd grown an extra head.
Oh,
Would we be able? In my knowledge of him, would I know if he speaks common?
well, I already know that's the mistress, and I assume that we know that dude's our main target.
Well,
No, what you knew about the nobleman was he's a fairly slight fellow.
Yeah,
So-
I think he said she said he was a sorcerer, so I assume just some scrawny guy.
yeah.
So what does the other guy look like? The one down south?
Very wiry.
Oh, that must be him then. I go, I say, hey, as you know, it's about to get really bloody in here. So our business is with those two down there, Mr. Shieldy Man. I'd like it if you fucked off. Or you can die with them.
Smooth.
Make your fucking choice. Mate, they're gonna die anyway, fucking. It's gonna either we kill him with them or we fucking fight all of them. What do you want?
Roll your intimidate.
This is gonna be good. Roll one.
Both still gets a 1. Just,
Oh, God. Add that to I rolled a 20 just before. We're definitely gonna get a 1.
Alright, and
that's not
That's not how probability works.
He kind of looks up with this broken toothed grin. Boy, I hadn't gotten this far in the industry without knowing when to call a bluff.
Boom.
And with a one swift movement, he brings his shield around a devastating arc directly into the elf's throat,
Oh shit, son.
knocking her on her ass, and basically crushing a trachea.
Whoa.
At this point, the guy with the bow has dropped his bow and just clutching his head with both hands in disbelief, wondering what the fuck just happened.
Okay.
Welcome to the family. And then he just casually steps on a already crushed throat.
I did not see that coming.
So I gesture to the wolf guy, and I call to the
But
wolf
does she
guy,
bloat,
and I
though?
say, shut up, did you? I say, fucking, so are we cool then?
Take the dumb bitch. I don't need her.
We want the dude too.
In? He motions toward the man with the bow.
No,
I
he's got a
whispered to
bow.
Naka that I think that that's not our guy.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think that's the. Ask, is that the sorcerer? I don't think that's the sorcerer. Like, really don't think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, look, thanks for taking her out. But do you know where our her man is? The sorcerer, ex-noble dude. Have you seen him about?
Head down back south the way you came. End of the corridor on the left. You'll find him poke around the corpses he likes so much.
Oh my god, it's Heinrich.
Oh, jeez.
Can I suggest?
are you saying?
Can I suggest? We just I just whisper to Naka as hard as I can. Can you suggest we just give him some gold so he does not?
Oh no, he's fine. Fucking, we're not good. We don't need to pay him. He said we can have her. That's fine.
Was he referring to the room we were at before?
It might have.
I think that it's like the first room, like this one.
Actually, just before we go, I asked the man, "Can I check the woman's pockets?"
No, well, I'm going to send Dubsky in to pick up the body, and we're going to carry it, and then we're going to it, and we're going to cut her head off.
I just slowly.
It wouldn't take much work. It's almost all the way off anyway.
That's fine. I say we're just my associate is just going to come in and take the body. You don't mind, do you?
Take her away. Nothing but making the place stink anyway. Damn fucking elves.
Thanks very much, Dubsky. Do your thing.
Yes, racist.
Who do I grab? What am I doing?
Get the woman, bring her on.
Where am I?
Grab the woman, bring her into the horse room.
This man is like an effigy of toxic masculinity, to be honest.
Pretty much, yeah.
You should be able to move in now.
Alright. Did anybody hear those directions clearly? Did he say it was in that room we were just in?
Yeah, to the south, into the next room. Goddammit! Does not anybody here pays attention to shit?
Alright, well, okay, people start looting up. I put my foot on what's left of your neck and I rip the rest of the head off.
It comes off with a car noise.
Can I check the rest of her corpse to see what she has?
Yeah.
Can I stick my dick
Would
in the
I need
esophagus?
to roll anything, or is it fairly obvious what's on her?
It's fairly obvious what's on her. The clothes she is wearing are so kind of rough spun that they don't really have pockets unto themselves. They have pouches around the belt. And the main thing she has on her is a fairly finely made masterwork long spear.
I guess I'll take that.
It is made from what appears to be bone, but it is as strong as iron.
Layman, can you come down here and back me up just in case things go sour here?
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I inspect the head of the spear.
Yeah, Layman, come meet me by the bear trap.
Yeah, I kind of in a hurry just rush over to Naka.
Alright, cool. Can I slide the bear trap just to the side, so that we don't stand on it, but it's just to the side? Alright, cool. Right, move it to the side. I knock on the door again and I open it up, and just kind of peek my head in. So somebody move the bear trap, please.
Oh, fuck. See,
There are multiple layers of bear trap, so just
this might
Just
be
delete
a
them and
plot
just
that's
do
been
a V,
undermined.
please. Okay, so I'll open the door.
okay.
Just
As
quickly,
you open
Was it a normal spearhead?
The spearhead appears to be made of alchemically hardened bone,
Oh, okay.
so it is non-metallic.
Alright.
If
So
you had,
why did we kill the bitch? I think I missed that part.
The woman wants her head as well.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I'll open the door.
as you leave, you hear the young man go, "What the fuck, Dad? What the fuck?" She was past her soul by there anyway. As you open the door,
Oh my god, Dad, you always do this.
I go, hello again.
I think he escaped while we were fucking around and
I
As
think
you-
it's something
as
really
you-
nasty.
open the door. Roll me a perception check, please.
Suppose.
Motherfucking wasp skeletons and shit.
Come on, Paddy, this is your... Come on, this is your...
Woo! Well,
Okay, you open the door and are faced with a kind of hulking amalgamation of paper mache and wasps hung around a humanoid skeleton. And as you're
Again.
focused on this, what appears to be paper-clad monstrosity, a shovel connects with your face.
It's Shovel Knight.
Alright, so I take it I just get surprise attacked.
Yeah.
secret shovels.
Oh, that's gay. I was gonna do a thing. Alright, fucking. So.
Clang!
Why the cat?
Okay, you take... Where's my d10? A staggering 8 points of damage.
Yeah, shovel to the face.
Yes.
It's the
Oh wait,
face.
sneak attack.
Oh, that's gay.
See, this
Another
is
4 from sneak attack.
12 points?
12
Oh.
points of damage.
I
Yes.
can already taste the salt.
Well, it counts as an improvised great axe or great club.
Can I take that one? Finish.
What's in front of you and has swung it into you is this kind of huddled, hunched figure wielding a kind of roughly made spade, clad in basically rags and all bits and pieces, and basically it's a Jippo.
Oh, good. Alright,
But
so I
it's
take it.
like
I
its
take it.
face is sagging, its flesh is kind of pasty, cheesy consistency of white, and it just looks rotten.
I'm pissed off for 2 reasons now, man. I was going to do a brilliant wee thing there, but I just missed the opportunity to do it there. I am pissed. I take it we're all rolling for initiative now.
Yes, indeed.
Guys, I just realised that we're all like in a corridor, and there's 2 enemies,
Oh, I
and
did
Knuckles
it
just gonna get
again.
fucked.
I just fucking did it again because I was editing my health points. Because I
Right.
wasn't selected, and I just... Every time I'm not selected, I roll an amazing initiative.
Roll it again, fam.
Oh,
Roasted.
I did the
Oh,
I
it's
did
still
the
a good
same
one.
thing.
Good.
I did the same thing. Went from a 14 to a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually
Hang on.
close to being first this time. Oh, no, not anymore.
Bill, would you mind just checking Discord real quick?
1 second. Just got to do the old wasp zombies gig.
We already fought a wasp monster. We just need to put a torch and a punch into it. Standard tactics.
and we just need fucking Dubsky to punch it into the sun. We know that that's their weakness.
Because they're protein deficient, boy.
So gutted, man.
Okay. Knucker.
Well, fucking immediately, I pull my fucking trigger and I roll for. No, sorry, I buff. I buff everybody +2 to everything. I fucking tidal blade strike on both of the bastards, and there you go. So that's fucking.
That'll hit.
Yep. So that's 17. So I hit both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And good. And fucking. There you go. So that's 28 damage.
Let me double check something here real quick.
Just everyone gets eviscerated. Nice one.
I think this might be a very quick combat.
Yeah, sparks just
yeah.
ring out across the place. I am not happy with my fucking shovel imprint on my fucking face.
and you hack the what appears to be a woman? Question mark. You hack her head clean off her shoulders, and as for the wasp zombie, you just split it into shards of bone essentially, and the
When you
wasp
see
swarm
Caitlyn
pulls out.
Jesus Christ.
I fucking sheath my katana, then immediately grip my face and go, ah, fuck my nose.
And what's worse is it actually pushed the skull back into the bridge of your nose.
Oh, Jesus
It's now
Christ.
fused.
I ignore Knuckles' suffering and go in and roll a craft alchemy check.
AJ, come and heal my fucking face. Oh my
And-
god.
And an arcana
I-
as well.
I'm afraid that the shovel imprint will remain forever.
So, first
Grizzly
one is
ornament on the fucking wasp skeleton.
Okay, you successfully harvest a wasp's nest.
You are
Three.
covered in wasp stings. Brilliant.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, roll to heal me while you fucking
Yeah.
No, wait. You know what you do? You find a rare supply of wasp's honey,
Oh, okay. So
which is a powerful, or it's an antibacterial. It's very useful in cooking.
Okay, AJ rolls a 21. How
You're
much?
gonna
also-
cook something nice.
Okay. What you find dotted around are a number of alchemical tinctures. They appear to
Do
be.
I find some scrolls or anything like that?
Yes, you
Oh,
find
nice.
you find a large book detailing a number of necromantic rituals.
Oh, lovely.
I
What,
take the book.
what alchemical?
It's
stuff
like
did you
a
find,
book
did
or
you
a stack
say?
of paper.
It's a book. It's a bound book.
I'll take it.
How many health points do I get back?
Okay. You got 21, so it'd be your level plus his wisdom modifier.
My level plus his wisdom modifier.
My wisdom modifier is +3.
So 6. Okay, so I'm back up to.
Oh, would that work for me as well since I was damaged earlier?
Yeah, you can take the time.
Pardon me.
Oh, my level plus was so basically 6, back up to full health. So,
While
Well,
those
do I have
cunts
to
are
roll
digging-
again or not?
what alchemical stuff did you say I found?
It's a number of alchemical tinctures. Basically, what it does is it animates a corpse using just alchemy rather than magic, and causes them to stumble around. It just stimulates motor neurons and makes them twitch and run around. But a talented necromancer can infuse that with magic in order to make an alternative to the usual method of using onyx stone.
Well, would I be able to research it? I'm guessing yes.
It just
Could you
stimulates
turn
motor
off your
neurons and makes
microphone?
them
Ritualist.
twitch and run around. But a talented yes, you necromancer could can you infuse could that with easily magic in order to research make some of an this. alternative to the- And
I don't-
combined with the ritual, you reckon that you could probably make a good shot at some necromancy, if you were so inclined.
Suppose if we needed it, it would be an option.
Stick it in Ritualist's sack of forbidden goodies.
Yeah.
There are some other details in books as well that may need some further stuff if you research them. Furthermore, there is a fully stocked alchemy lab here with about 500 gold pieces worth of alchemical reagents.
Okay, that's good.
Raw, unprocessed. If you process them, you could get twice that.
So,
Where's the door in here, Bill?
The door.
Yeah,
There
where
is-
did that dude go? Or did he just cover himself in fucking that shit?
It's not clear that what you see in the room, apart from a number of surgical blades kicking around, is there is a large red curtain. There's a forge. There's the alchemicals, as mentioned. There's a wheelbarrow. There's a sewer grate, and there's a large ornate mirror.
Okay, I'll
just
pull back the curtain.
Oh, even like this. As you peel back the curtain, what you see is an ornate altar It's wound together from silver thread, human sinew and bone, upon which is sat a sword, just glowing a dull carmine light.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
So
get in
what
here
is-
and appraise that shit. Don't
I
touch
roll
it.
a
I'm gonna
local, and I roll a local knowledge history.
how much do I appraise that?
Arcana,
Oh, it's magical, all right.
Arcana, just there.
It's glowing with profane energy.
Hmm.
With what kind of
Do-
energy?
do I-
Knowledge Arcana? Fuck that. Shit.
Knowledge arcana, knowledge religion.
Yeah, I'm rolling that as well.
Would I be able to roll alchemy on it, or is it no alchemy?
It
involved?
is alchemically. It is clear from its construction that it is made with both magical and alchemical techniques.
Okay. There's a roll for alchemy anyway.
Does anybody
So
know
what
if it would be
what
bad
do
to
we
touch
have,
it?
in a bad bag of forbidden goods? We have the horn, we have the book, and what was the third thing that was like really bad?
Alchemical tinctures.
Mhm. And these tools that glow in strange light. Am I correct?
Tools?
The
No, it's a
glowing-
sword. It's glowing with a
the-
strange light.
The glowing sword. Okay.
I don't think we want to touch
Yeah,
it.
nobody's touched the sword yet.
I
Nobody's
think we want to
touched it
know
yet.
what happens.
The blade is clutched in the teeth of a strange, half humanoid, half bestial skull. As you watch it, you see smoke coil around it, and you see a little fly just buzz over, land on the blade, and fall in two pieces.
I'm guessing we won't become king if we pull this.
I,
sword out
I
of
take
the
it. I take it one of my other spare sacks because I've got like fucking 5 of them left, and I throw it over like the handle of the blade.
Fucking cursed furry skulls and shit.
Roll me to hit to try and throw over it like a net.
I just kind of wanted to drop it over it.
Yeah,
Alright, well,
trust
fuck
me,
it.
it's
Try it.
important.
Yeah, shit. Fuck it.
Okay. Drapes over it. As as it clatters, just before it clatters to the floor, all the bones in the altar ripple and kind of relocate themselves like a human spine resettling after they move, and it falls with a strange grace to the floor, embedding tip first into the granite slabs.
So who wants to be King Arthur then?
I'll
That
go for
would
it.
be
Well,
the
the
king.
reason. No, wait, don't touch it with your bare hands, Dubsky. Let's go friggin'. Literally, no, the reason why I wanted to put the sack on it is I want to see if it did anything to the sack. Like, as in, when the fabric, like, did it fucking set the fabric in fire? Did it destroy the sack? Like,
What if we go get the body and put it on there?
Well, I was
the
just
one
trying to
without a head?
test it with the sack, because if it doesn't
Yeah, with the
damage the sack, it means I can touch it with, I can grab it with the sack.
I have a quick question. See this net thing? That like what's in front of? Is that actually a net thing, or is it just like it's just an open space?
It's just
in
a
between?
curtain that's been peeled back.
Could I just send my like droid and try and pick it up?
You may try.
It has arms, so
Okay. But what happened to the sack when it touched the blade?
Yeah, it seems just hanging off it, and just before it clattered to the floor, and the sword fell free of it.
Okay.
Can I grapple the sword?
well, I've just got my robot to grab the sword. So worst case scenario, I have a dead robot.
Okay. The robot grips hold of the handle of the blade and lifts it out. It hums slightly as if it's singing as the steel rings out through the room.
Watch the robot turn fucking into a blood knight.
Rules of robots.
This is gonna be the beginning of Detroit Become Human.
So fucking
Is
What
anything
kind of
else
sword
happening?
was it? Well, I
It's
mean,
a-
like, what type of sword does it look like?
It appears to be a longsword.
Okay.
It's very on. The handle is of twisted steel quillions, a very ornate fleur style pommel. The handle appears to be. Who's throwing fucking shit around?
Ritualist, I'm muting him. There you go.
The handle is wrapped in very fine red leather and interwound with silver thread, and the blade is this completely marvelous black steel.
Mm.
It doesn't even show a reflection when you put the light near it.
Oh, because it can cut through light as well. Fuck. I'm not even taking a piss, am I? Like, this is just genuinely happening.
It looks less like a sword and more like a gap in the light.
Alright.
It seems to absorb light.
So did anybody successfully
black hole
manage?
sword.
Did anybody successfully manage to appraise what it is?
No.
Just to stay away from our robot. Trust me.
I assume we're going to have to research
Do
this.
you have a compartment in your robot or whatever
Not
that
this
you
one,
can?
no.
Oh damn! I was going to say just put it inside it or whatever.
No, this one's a combat one.
Actually, with 23, did I learn anything about the alchemical?
So I'm being told Rich just rolled a 20
Wait, let's
on the
just roll
praise.
up.
Oh, on the silks. There's about 2,000 gold pieces worth of fine silk
Oh, nice.
and other cloths and brocade. It's all beautifully kept antique silk.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything finished? I'm specifically looking for Scentbane.
Scentbane. There does seem to be some. Like a general deodorant. There's a great deal of various different deodorant.
Then.
It's one of those things it sells for the full price of 2,000 gold pieces to the right buyer.
All right. Well,
Sargon will help
you
us with that, I
said
suppose.
there are alchemical reagents, right, around the place.
If you had to wager, you would have to say that whoever was using them was intending to try and pass these undead off as humans.
I keep this knowledge to myself and very obviously start picking up some of the Scentbane.
all right. What's got? I put a sack over. I work with Ritualist and the drone to basically put one of my the sack that was on the floor over the sword, so that the sword is covered and the drone is still holding the sword.
Okay.
Okay, well you're Mud.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure.
Yeah, cool. Right. Is there any other doors in here?
There was the...
Does not appear to be.
So where did that guy go?
Here.
Probably left.
Remember where we...
Oh,
remember the other
Ritualist.
door.
But the bear trap was undisturbed.
So I think you can unmute Ritualist now.
Yeah,
is
you're right
unmuted.
to be unmuted.
I think he became the fucking zombie, to be honest.
No, he muted himself.
No, I think he was covering. Wasn't he covering something in paper mache and whatnot?
If you had to guess, it was probably the zombie.
So it was that guy.
Yeah. Well,
Fair enough.
he was covering a dead body strapped to a table.
Right, cool. All right, fellas, line up.
Real quick question. What exactly is around here?
What was that, sir? Around the...
Yes,
what are you on now?
sorry, Griffith came in, so she had to do her things.
It's a lot of bloody tools and an old wheelbarrow that's been used to cart grave dirt.
Oh, okay.
The weapons are a few knives, a few dussacs, which are very cheap swords, a few hatchets, nothing really particularly major or valuable.
Somebody want to get let somebody preferably with ranged want to get on the opposite side of Duck. Maybe you, Ritualist.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. Do we know how much those weapons would sell for in the top room?
The top room weapons? Oh, you're created with an unspeakable stench.
Again.
No worse, but this is the worst so far. The smell of old blood.
we'll work it all out when we've cleared
Yeah.
this place out.
We'll handle the fine details.
Because this shit takes time. Alright,
We'll basically just take everything that's not bolted down.
Alright, open the door.
Except the cursed child thing.
Blood, the smell of sewage, and in the leering out of the dark, these canine-faced, pathetic, like rippling with wiry sinew and thick, muscular limbs. These thick, horrific abominations.
Perception.
Devouring their way through nothing more than rotted corpses
Oh Christ.
and old wastewater.
What's the unique thing?
It's just a slightly. It appears to be. Well, if wolves have a pack, then this is probably the alpha. This hulking, thick-necked, broad-limbed, almost gorilla-looking monstrosity.
Do we roll for initiative or can I bleed beam?
When did
Just quickly, I
did
rolled
Thunder
a
join the
critical perception, so
Okay.
And I also rolled perception. Do we
Okay.
see anything like?
Nobody
However,
got that reference. Continue.
what we will do is we will leave it there for this week, as it is 10:30, and we will reconvene next week, where we will see the part 2 of cryptocurrency. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who watched, and very much thank you for those of you who have donated,
You're welcome.
with the exception of Edgy, who I reserve nothing but ire. And I hope you will join us next week for
And before we close
continuation.
out the episode, we need to get a word from our sponsors from Punchy's Protein Emporium. Remember, kids, the best way to get big and strong like Punchy is to eat lots of protein. So remember to have at least 20 helpings of protein every day.
And a
This
thank
message was brought to you by Dr. Layman. Dr. Layman, traps sound gay.
and a thank you to
They're too
Rich.
feminine. They're gay.
And a thank you to our resident artist Ritualist, who continues to carry us on his very fine coattails with his artwork.
Fucking,
can check my Twitter,
if you like the show, please subscribe to the channel. You fucking
Yeah.
dicks.
Give us Patreon bucks. We did lots of buddies.
Oh, Jesus.
remember, tune in next time for more IRA adventures.
I feel like we need an Irish flag like Batman transition.
No, it's just a shamrock transition.
Yes. To the Peacemobile.
Portmobile.
I'm not sure which
Good
is
night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a nice time. And we'll be talking with people who donated as well.
Ciao for now.
Show.
Also,
push you on.
thank you, Mega Saber, for possibly killing Edgy.
Yes.
Okay, I have some things to say about that once we go offline.
Well, we're about to